now normal. He woke up today and started writing. The first thing he wrote was, "Did we win the game?" Which was interesting because I remember that as an athlete, I got knocked out once and I woke up and said, "I catch the ball." It's like sometimes you remember where you was when you fell and that was it. When you ain't never been knocked out or blacked out.
He probably
before.
don't.
I've been knocked out.
He probably don't know the magnitude of the situation that happened.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of controversy behind that, man. So we're gonna get into some of that right now. Did anybody see the clip?
Yeah, I was watching the game live.
You watching it live?
Yeah, I was watching it live.
How'd you feel when you seen him fall?
At first,
what did you think?
initially I thought it was a concussion.
Yeah.
Simply because it was like how the camera was angled, his helmet went towards the ground.
Yeah.
And when he came up, I thought like, like niggas can get concussions and get up and still be woozy and fall back down.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Mm-hmm. And then when they were like, nah, he went into cardiac arrest, I'm like, oh no, there ain't no concussion.
No.
That's something with his heart. And then when you looking at when you looking at the replay, you could see like it was a quick jolt to his chest.
Yes.
Like it was a quick hit to his chest, and I can imagine. I'm just glad. I think personally, before I say I'm glad, I think personally that it's not necessarily a illness where he can't come back from it. As in, it's gonna be probably a while before he can, but he definitely. I think he can. I think it's just simply his heart got jolted, and it went from there. Like, you know what I'm saying. But I'm glad he's doing well. It was scary to see because I'm a football player myself. Mm-hmm. And I still currently play. I don't play tackle, but niggas be slamming niggas is slamming your chest.
It can happen.
And it just be like, damn, you could die right there, bro. Like,
we know that when we play, but we never really.
You never really think of it, cause you hear about people dying, but I never seen that. I haven't seen ambulance. I've seen ambulance on the field.
I've seen that.
I done seen people get carted off. I've been knocked out in the game before, all type of shit. But to see it when they said they giving him CPR, I'm like, oh yeah, he died. He had to have died. You know what I'm saying? And it was just weird to watch as an athlete and also an NBA fan, NFL fan.
That was hard to watch.
They were hard to watch.
Did you see anything?
I did not see the game and I did not see the clip. I just seen the aftermath of everything. But just as a person, like you said, as a human, just thinking about that, his family, I seen the clip of him embracing his family and stuff like that. He's very young. Yeah. So just from that perspective, your son, any parent watching their kid on the field, I can just imagine just what was going through their mind, because it's not like this old man you've been playing for all these years and then you get, not saying that it's inevitable to happen to them.
Right. But I get what you're saying, because if Tom Brady had a heart issue, you'd be like, nigga, you old.
Oh, it's time for you to sit down. It's time for you to sit down. But for him, it was, for me, it was kind of like, oh wow, he's so young. And so I'm definitely happy that all his vital signs are good, and
his cognitive stuff is good
right.
too.
And he's
for
in
him
the
to remember that.
Mind for him to remember, okay, we was playing a game and let me write and stuff like that. Even if he couldn't speak, he could write it down and stuff like that. So I guess
he only couldn't speak because he had the tubes in his
right. So hopefully, everything comes back.
But just that was my take on it. I was just happy to see that he was doing that.
Fuck Skip Bayless. I know you would bring him up, but
it's gonna come up in a minute. Sorry, what did you think when you saw it?
So, I'm not a sports fan per se, but I did see the clip. And honestly, when I first heard what happened, I thought that maybe he got hit. Yeah. But I was shocked to see that he hit somebody else and then this happened to him. I think, when we think of football, we think of tackle and people hitting you. And then in high school, I had somebody that I knew, he got tackled in the game and now he was paralyzed and he had to learn to walk again for our senior year of high school. So I know that there's a capability of people being injured by being hit by somebody else, and it's dangerous. But so when they said, oh, the game is, postponed, etc. And then I went to look at the clip and I'm like, he hit somebody else. And I've never thought that could be the same reaction if you hit someone else.
It's kind of both though, because
I
really
didn't know that.
He went to hit somebody else, but not saying T Higgins did anything dirty. He did a normal football play. It was a regular football play.
So let me explain to y'all what actually happened. It was called commotiosis. It's called commotio cordis. It occurs when you experience a trauma to your chest that can cause an additional wave of electricity to pass through the heart and muscle. This extra wave throws off your normal heartbeat, your rhythm. and it can be deadly.
Yeah.
So basically, it was literally a freak accident. He hit him in the chest at the exact same time that his heart was doing something, and it caused a reaction, a chain reaction of electricity to pulse, and actually throw off the rhythm of his heart. And
So
that's what made him.
he hit the individual.
They hit it. Well, it was a tackle. Yeah, it was a collision.
Yeah.
And if you don't know anything about football, they have this show called Sports Science. A hit from a linebacker is almost the same as being in a car accident. And they doing this time and time again throughout the game. Sean, did you see the hit?
I didn't. Yeah, I saw the hit. I saw the fallout from it.
Yeah.
I was sad, and I was like, two things went through my mind. First of all, I was like, these niggas big as fuck playing football.
Yes.
Like, just to be that big and that fast,
Yeah.
and to make it look like an actual regular football play.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side was, I didn't go to the gym. Because I was like, this is one of the most conditioned athletes on the planet.
On the planet.
Yeah.
And he falling off from a heart attack. What the fuck I'm going to the gym for?
If somebody hit you in your
Ain't no
chest at the
need.
right
You just in the
time,
Navy.
I'm just
yeah.
What I'm going to the gym for?
If somebody hits you at the right time, you could. If somebody hits you in your throat a certain way or in your chest a certain way, you can die.
So really, he went for the tackle. So it's the force of him going for the tackle and T. Higgins trying to go through him. And that quick look. No. If you watch the video, you can see T. Higgins
both were
just genuinely trying to
together.
go through him, and he trying to go through him. So that quick little shoulder
He
to the
got him
chest.
down, though.
Caught him. Yeah, he got him down.
Down. Fuck.
Exactly.
Talking
But
about
I want to give some background about this whole shit, man. First of all, DeMar Hamlin was not a very high paid player, but from the standards of NFL. But he still was he was a young kid. He just did a toy drive. For Christmas.
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
back in his hometown. So like, sometimes it ain't about how much money you make, it's what you do with it and your influence. And I think he just his charity just overnight got like $5 million plus overnight.
course.
You know what I'm saying? It was
course.
5 points.
And his jersey sales went to 5.5
A
million.
lot of players are ordering his jerseys. There's a
Y'all
lot of
finna make
support.
me cry.
It's a lot of support behind him right now. Yeah, his player card went up. Yeah, so you know how it is, man. Sometimes, as unfortunately as humans, we not valued until
Some
either not
tragic
here or some
happened,
tragic
yeah.
happened to us. But thank God he's okay. All right.
Thank the Lord.
And I
that
think he's
being
gonna get
said-
to come back to play too eventually.
No, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. That's the best case scenario is that he will be who he was before the hit.
The reality of it is though,
Mentally could you?
his trauma.
Yeah.
Mentally
Because
could you?
going through that, he's gonna have to
On the
overcome
field, yeah.
that
Getting
fear,
hit in.
right? That fear of those hard plays.
And he
because
a defensive player. Like he gotta hit.
he has to,
Yes.
right? And so that's more than anything is what what's gonna have to be overcome.
I mean, you all say y'all play. How do y'all come back from getting hit? I heard you say you came
Yeah.
back, you was knocked out. Like, did you?
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. It's like when you were young, even as a young kid, they teach you. It's almost like the military. You get ingrained in like I'm a warrior. Like I will die for this shit. Like I'll die out here. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They teach you to run through a wall. You know what I'm saying? If you got to. And that attitude leads to a lot of injury. It leads to a lot of aggressive play. You know what I'm saying? I remember playing in the county in St. Louis and then moving to the city and playing with the hood kids and how the tackling was so much different. You know what I'm saying?
Cause they trying to kill you.
Them
in the
niggas was
hood.
trying to kill you, bro. And you was either gonna die or be killed. I mean, you was gonna either kill or be killed out there. So the game is a very rough game. It's a very aggressive game. 2023, it's a lot better. The helmets are better. They
Pads
teaching kids
is
how
better.
to tackle without their head being down and shit like that. When we was hitting, we would put our head down.
And that's how I got knocked
And that's how
out.
you get knocked the fuck
That's-
out.
You ain't
Someone
supposed with
struck-
head down?
No,
Went
you got to
straight to
tackle
sleep.
with shoulder and anyway,
Oh,
it's
like,
a whole technique to
open
it.
it.
And they're teaching the game to be safer, and statistically, it's a much safer game than it used to be. And
Yeah.
Still dangerous.
Yeah, because
Very dangerous.
honestly, I'm not a sports type person, but out of all sports, I would probably play football.
you would play football.
Cause you violent.
But yeah,
You violent,
I'm
yeah.
not violent. I can throw the pigskin a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I caught a
Spiral,
concussion
whatnot.
twice in football. One in flag football and one in tackle
Caught one
football.
in
Not in
flag?
flag. They play
and
Well,
flag-
no equipment, so it's
No,
easy.
and flag, like I went like I'm flying down the field.
Yeah.
He throw the ball short. So as I'm trying to like turn around and go low, the catch it, safety come hit me across the head.
well.
And
Not on purpose.
And I didn't know it wasn't on purpose because I would have aired that little flag football game out. It was definitely on accident. He was trying to go for the ball because the ball was short. You know what I'm saying? And then the tackle,
You died.
my senior year of high school, I played quarterback, and I threw it to the flat. Nigga had to be 6'6", 240, ran a 4.4.
My God.
And I tossed it, and I'm pissed. You know how you play quarterback?
Yes.
I'm pissed that I threw this pick, and I'm running Buddy down, and I went to dive at his knees, helmet. I ain't care at this moment. I never really was tackling like
With
that.
the
I played
knee,
quarterback.
You get knocked out like that.
Man, that nigga went to hurdle. All I remember was running towards him, going through him kinda, and stumbling. And then I wake up, nigga tells him,
Yeah.
and then they're like, how long I been out? They're like, I'm thinking I've been out like 2 minutes or 30 seconds. They're like, no, you been out for 20 minutes. The whole stadium ain't moved
Right.
until you move.
You lose all the time.
And then when I woke up, niggas like, alright, this nigga alive.
Lord.
This nigga alive. They kept the team's game.
I
though.
definitely been put out of games, and in every situation I've ever seen a man lifeless on the field, I've seen people knocked out. I've seen people get paralyzed, but the ambulance had to actually drive on the field to get them off the field. We always finish the game. We always finish the game.
That's just
Even
not
when he
right.
woke up, he said, "Did we win the game?"
'Cause he used to that too.
Right.
Yeah, but that's
So,
not right though.
It's not, and that's what we're gonna talk about next. So Skip Bayless caught a lot of flack for this, and I'm gonna read his tweet. This is his first tweet. He said, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game." He said, "But how?" I'm trying to say it how he said it. But
That ain't how the fuck he said it. But go ahead.
You ain't never seen an episode of Undisputed in your life.
I have though.
You have?
Yes, I have.
You watch Undisputed every day?
She just
Not
don't know what
every
they're
day.
talking
If
about.
you ask me,
Let's
have I
read
ever
the
seen
quote,
it?
y'all. Let's read the
It's
quote.
finna get out of control.
Can't do
So he
all
said,
that.
but how? He said, this late in the season, with a game of this magnitude and crucial in the regular season outcome, ... which suddenly seemed so irrelevant. That was the tweet. People took that tweet and thought he said, oh, he only cared about the game.
Can I read it how everybody else read
You
it?
can read the exact same words I just wrote.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the
Go
exact
ahead.
same words, but how everybody else read
ahead,
it.
yeah.
May I see
You can.
your tablet? Okay.
Can I see your package? No, I'm not that guy.
No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. But how? This late in the season? That's the comma right
Sarcastic,
there.
yes.
A game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome,
Can I say something?
which suddenly seems so irrelevant.
Right.
Can
What
I
do you
say-
think? What do you think he meant?
Can I say
He
something?
meant that how could they be considering canceling this game? It is an important game.
Yes.
But all of a sudden, everybody else was saying it's important, but now all of a sudden it's irrelevant
what
because
he just-
somebody
The game
got
is
hit.
irrelevant.
No. He's saying
Okay.
negatively. This, you know why I think it's negative? Because of these two words right here. This word, but how? That's unnecessary to be in there.
It
But
is.
how?
'Cause we
And
know
then
how.
I'm listening to you.
And then also the which seems irrelevant.
Which
That
suddenly
makes it
seems-
negative.
which suddenly seems
so if
so
he
irrelevant.
wanted to be the positive part that you're talking about,
Yeah.
it would have read this way. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of the game. Meaning, like, of course they should consider
should.
it. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Meaning, of course they should consider postponing the rest of the game. And then now he will make a statement because that but how don't need to be there.
Okay.
Now he needs to make a statement. This late in the season, a game of this magnitude and crucial in the regular season game, take out the which. He didn't need that. Suddenly seems irrelevant.
It is
See what
the
I'm
which
saying?
and the but how.
You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
If he ain't had no
Can I
but
say
how
something?
and no
The nigga
which,
been a sports writer for 40
Can I say
years.
something?
So
he knew what he was saying.
what does the dot,
and now
dot,
he
dot
has to.
mean?
What does the dot
That means a
mean?
pause in the conversation.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Yeah, a pause
Everything
in the
I just
conversation.
Everything I
said
just said
is irrelevant.
to what really happened.
So you're reading it in that way.
I'm reading it in the way he
Okay.
actually said it.
Can I
Because he
say
went
something?
on the
He
air
went
the
around
next
and
morning
said it
and
the
said
next-
the same
the
way.
way
Can I
he
say
said.
something?
And he never retracted.
But
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Joy. Go ahead.
I think the problem is because a person was actively dying.
Yeah, he died.
As-
That shit
yeah,
matter.
yeah. Somebody died.
Yeah.
It's like they're in a process of resuscitating this person, and you're talking about the magnitude of the game.
Right.
Regardless if it is what he's saying is
Negative.
negative, you're talking about this nigga. They literally trying to get this nigga to come back to life now as you tweeting it. Now, if he would have said this shit after we done got him to the hospital, he in stable condition.
Yeah.
Then it's been like, all right, because it is true. Now we got to really think about what it is. But like, bro, nigga, if I'm on the ground, I just got shot, right? And I'm bleeding, and niggas trying to give me first aid, and the first thing Bella say is, why he was
Why
out
the
here?
music off?
Why the music go?
So
Why he was out here anyways? Like, no, nigga, help me.
First of all, I can see how the tone of
The
it could.
insensitivity.
I'm not on either side of this, but I can see how the tone of it could have seemed very, very insensitive to a lot of people. At the same time, you got to remember it wasn't him that was trying to play the game; it was the NFL.
True.
The NFL was gonna give him a 5-minute break. They got caught today.
Go right back to
They
it.
got caught today. They got caught lying
They were gonna
because
do it.
they was gonna fucking play. And the coaches had to step in. If it wasn't for both coaches on both teams coming together and say, "Dog, we can't play. My players can't play like this."
Yeah.
They lying. They got called today. It was a video. It was a fucking Joe Buck was the announcer, and Joe Buck even told everybody they was gonna come back on. You said you're watching the game live, right? They told him same shit. They said he was gonna come back live, and that's why motherfucking Joe Buck came out and said that. Because why would the announcer say that if he wasn't told that? You know what I'm saying?
That's the
They got caught. The NFL got caught today.
That's the NFL policy. When you have
It's a policy.
a long time delay, you get 5 minutes.
It's a 5-minute warm up, and you go back to play.
That's what they thought the game
So what Skip was saying was, how could the NFL even consider not postponing this game?
I understand
That's what he was saying.
we
He went
all
on air and
thought.
said that he never backtracked the statement.
Well, I think he had time to think about how he wrote it.
And that's when he seen the backlash of his tweet, and he was like, "What the fuck y'all
Delete
talking
that
about?"
shit.
I didn't mean that. No, because he, like I said, if you read the tweet and what he said, he posted another one. He said, "Nothing is more important than this young man's life." That's what I was trying to say. Like, they took his words and Twitter. Bella, did you read the tweet? How did you feel about it when you first read it?
I did read the tweet, and honestly, I give people the benefit of the doubt. So I didn't read it in that. I didn't read it in that context. I
Right.
read it in the I didn't read it in a negative context.
Right.
I
okay.
read it in. Honestly, I read it in the. I've watched him before, so
Right.
I really didn't think he was saying like we continue in this game. Fuck him.
Facts.
I didn't take it like that,
Facts.
and I don't think any human being would say that. So,
I don't think this-
not
oh, my bad.
publicly on a public platform.
Right.
And that's what you tweeted
Right.
after this man was on the ground dead. Like, I really don't think that's how, so when I read it, I didn't take it like that. Even though people were scrutinizing his tweet, I can understand. After people said what they said, and then I reread it, I said, okay, I can
see
see
that,
how
yeah.
they
It could
pulled
be
that.
misconstrued.
But it was a misstep.
Yeah.
Honestly, they took it how they wanted to and they twisted it. So
He should never
I didn't-
said shit.
I didn't.
I don't like Skip.
Yeah, he shouldn't have. I don't. Honestly, I don't feel like it was a sensitive time. Everybody's emotions were heightened. He probably shouldn't have said anything.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the timing was very
You
off.
like to talk about black art,
But
that's
athletes compared to
That's
white
what it
ones.
is.
that's what I was getting to.
That's
Dust
what
is
it
race
is.
not.
It's the
If a
underlining.
black person would have said this, how much flack would they get? Would he have been given benefit of doubt by most people?
No, it's not about when I say race
Because
because it's about
I give
Skip
people the
Bayless
benefit of the
and
doubt.
race.
It's
Skip Bayless.
It's
It
Skip.
is
It's because it was Skip Bayless.
It is
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I
It's
see.
Skip.
It was because it was, and
If
people already don't like him.
Shannon would have said it, nobody would have said that.
Nobody would have said nothing.
But
They would have understood it in a different way.
Skip.
So when we talk about like this comment and all that other stuff, we know how people talk, right? And we know the underlying and the background of their conversations, right?
Yeah.
So if I text you and say something that's known me when we talk in person, right? You know
and
how I
Peele.
speak. Key and Peele, you know
Yeah.
how I speak, and I'm talking something to you, you know, oh, Tori tripping, or either Tori's just playing, and you know how people communicate via
Right.
text, right? And a lot of people had eyes on this situation, like myself. I'm not a sport enthusiast, but my eyes are now on this situation, and I see that tweet. I'm gonna read it, not knowing the background of
As a
him, and
casual
not knowing
fan.
that I'm reading it as a fan. So.
Yeah.
I feel like it just was wrong to say that in that time frame to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Like then it's more shit that come along with it. Now I'm following.
Yeah.
Now I'm watching Skip and I'm looking for
So you would've rated
Shannon.
it- you would've rated
I'm
the
looking
same
for
way?
Shannon the next morning.
You would have rated the same
Shannon
way though.
didn't come.
I
If it was
know.
somebody else,
You know
But
why he didn't come?
for that shit.
He was smart.
Shannon,
He was smart.
I've seen Shannon a lot. Like you
Yeah.
know, I've had boyfriends. They watch that bullshit all the time with his cigars, and he do have a nice suit. He always wear purple. I
That's
like
my
purple.
nigga. Yeah, he clean.
But anyway,
Uncle Shannon, baby.
but no. So I was like, now let me see what's going on tomorrow. They on every day.
He put him.
So
He left
I'm
him out
like,
the
damn,
dry.
that nigga.
Shannon
ain't
put him out
there.
the dry. And let me say that. Black want to
He
say something.
wasn't
Black, what you
here.
had to say about the tweet, real quick?
No, so you said how you know how he talks. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you know how he talks, that means Shannon knows how he talks.
Yeah.
And he ain't come up.
Shannon didn't show up the next day.
Yep.
That means he knew what the hell he meant.
Shannon knew that backlash was a motherfucker. Shannon played the political role.
And
He
he
was
didn't show
very
up.
smart, and he didn't show up.
Did you
because
watch
of that.
the episode?
Because I'm pretty sure Shannon Sharp called Skip Bayless right after that.
You better believe it. And you know what he
Personally,
told him? He told
one-on-one.
him to take it down.
Of course.
And he should have.
Nope, because if you take it down, you're admitting guilt. If you take it down, you're saying I said something
and
wrong, I
that's
did
the
something
purpose
wrong.
of our show. Cause what the fuck?
Again, I don't think he should have took it down. Stand on
I
that,
was
nigga.
like,
You
man,
know
I
you didn't
have
say
a
that wrong,
wife.
right?
Because it goes right back to what we said with social media. Just because you see me on TV, hear me on the radio, see my social media, you don't know me. No, nobody really knows Skip Bayless except for what he puts on TV.
Oh yeah.
So for us to judge, regardless of how he used to, how he talks, how we perceive him. That ain't who he is, and Shannon know
that
who he is.
Shannon didn't want to have to come on there and defend that nigga.
And then here we go right here on the second. Did you watch
They
it?
literally argued the next day he came to
Why he
work.
argued? Because he told him he should have took it down.
He should
Because he
have.
told him that night before.
But
probably.
Shannon never told him he was wrong.
And that's wrong too.
Think
He
about
never said
that.
he was wrong. He just
Think
said take
about
it down
that.
so
He
you don't
never
know
said
he
he
was
was
wrong.
And then-
Because he didn't say nothing wrong. Let me be realistic.
Go ahead.
He didn't
I'm
say
being realistic.
Go ahead.
He didn't say anything wrong. The only reason why I am mad at Skip Bayless because it is Skip Bayless and how he interact with other black athletes compared to when he talking about white ones.
That makes sense.
That's the only what he
He's talking about
said.
in particular Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
That's his boy.
And-
That's his boyfriend.
And that's the only because realistically, they were saying the same thing on live air, and they were like, people are making excuses like, oh well, they live air, they're just trying to figure out shit to cover it. But I was thinking the same shit. I'm like, so what are they going to do?
What are they gonna do?
It's a
It
legit
was a
question.
But you didn't say it.
I didn't say it. I didn't tweet it at least. I said it.
That's the whole thing.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
there's
was
always
the
a time and
timing of it.
place,
And it
right?
was insensitive.
Now that he's like when they were like he's in stable condition, I'm like, what the fuck they gonna do next?
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so think about this. He said that via tweet that same night. Had he had held his fucking tongue
Until the next morning?
and came on his show that he has every goddamn day, I don't think anybody would have those concerns because we didn't know what was
You
going
got a
on this
platform,
weekend.
nigga. You not these other journalists that have to get their point across on
Everybody's gonna
social
watch you in the
media.
morning, right?
Everybody's gonna watch you, and we know
And we wait
you
to
gonna
see
talk
what
about
you
it.
say.
So let me say this. In real time,
Mm-hmm.
right? When Joe Buck said they was gonna warm up in 5 minutes and come back on, that's when he tweeted it like, what the fuck? How they gonna play this? That's no way
Do
they
you
can't
believe
post-
that's real time? You
He should have
think?
said,
real time, he posted it.
to be honest, he wouldn't call no black if he would have said, what the fuck?
If he'd have said, what the fuck? Yeah, you're right. If he'd have broken it down like that, yeah.
What the fuck?
You're right, you're
Y'all
right,
really
you're
gonna
right.
try to play this game?
And that's why you
Read that.
use
Hold on,
curse
time out.
words.
Read that tweet with what the fuck in front of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
what the fuck? No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game.
Period.
But how? He said,
Run it
this late in the
back.
season when the game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. What the fuck? If he'd have put that at the end and the beginning,
Yeah, he would have been all
it
right.
would have made sense. So you're right.
Cause
But
now
like,
you
like Black
flabbergasted.
said, Shannon did come on this morning, and they got
Man.
into it right away.
And I was watching.
Because Shannon came on, and I'm gonna
this
tell
morning or
you,
yesterday?
this morning,
It
because
was-
he didn't
yeah,
come
2
on
days.
yesterday. He was smart.
Yeah.
Well, he did come on yesterday.
No, he didn't.
What's
No,
Because the
he
game
didn't.
was Monday. He didn't come on
Okay, it was Wednesday
Tuesday.
morning. So Shannon
Today
is
is
Thursday.
Thursday.
This week flying. So Shannon came on Wednesday morning. They got into it real bad, like Black said, and they got into it because like he said in the production meeting, Shannon said he wasn't gonna bring it up.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
No, he
Listen
said
to the
that.
argument.
That's what Skip
said
said.
Listen to the
that.
argument. Skip said, now you just said we wasn't gonna bring this
No,
up, and
he
the
said
first
he
thing
didn't
he
think
said,
nobody was going to bring it
no,
up.
he didn't.
No, he
told
said
him
you said
in
you
the
wasn't
production
gonna bring
meeting,
it
you
up.
said you wasn't gonna bring it up, and the first thing he did was come out here and throw me under the fucking bus. That's why he cut him off. And Shannon was like, "No, go ahead, Jenny. Go ahead, Jenny. You wouldn't even let me finish my monologue. Go ahead, Jenny."
Don't
Like he
do
got mad. They got into it like right away. You could tell it's probably some underlying shit. It's
He already ain't been digging.
They already
Buddy
beefing already.
from the Tom Brady Super Bowl shit.
Big shit.
So,
I remember that.
Yeah,
But you got to remember this too. A lot of people in this room wouldn't even know who Shannon Sharp was if it wasn't for Skip Bayless.
cap.
No, it's not.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna tell you again. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna say it
He had
loud.
the show first?
No, because Skip asked for him. They wanted somebody
Oh,
else.
okay, I get
He said,
that,
"I don't
I
want
get that.
nobody else. I want him." He put him in the game.
Did
Because
you know
they
who
need the
Shannon Sharp
dynamic.
was?
I didn't.
Did
No,
you?
he's a player. He's obviously a player.
Yeah, he watched
Ball.
football.
Black,
He watched
did you
football.
know?
I'm talking about casual fans. Didn't know.
You said in here,
Well, that's half the room.
nigga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Joey, you know who Shannon Sharp was?
5 out of 8.
Exactly.
He said most. 5 out of 8. No,
We're saying-
Because we older. Well, I'm older.
Oh, watch
You
your
probably
mouth.
old enough. You probably old enough to know who he was and when he played.
Yeah, he played
my
for the
son.
Broncos.
My son loved football. Ain't no way my son would know who Shannon Sharp was if it wasn't for Undisputed.
And I blame you for that, King.
No, it's not. It's not my fault.
Well-
It's been 100 tight ends.
You should have talked about one of the best tight ends to come out of HBCU.
Big facts. Hey, we got comments. I know somebody probably going crazy in the comments.
Shit.
None? Okay, so here we go. We go.
The girls ain't here. The free girls.
in your city.
Who got
Hey, shout out to the girls are here. The hot girls are here, baby.
They black.
Shout out to Stacy Longstreet. Stacy
Oh,
Longstreet
hey, Stacey.
said it's because he agreed with Zoe. It's because Skip Bayless has a bias against African American athletes
He do.
anyway.
Be sure to
He really do.
live real quick.
Just like that. All right, so we coming out of that,
On
man.
to
So
the
shout out
next.
to that man. Shout out to that man. Thank God he made a. He's
Star Wars
making
is
a full
sports.
recovery, and hope to God, like you said, like Vela was saying about the mental trauma of this though. Him and the players around him too. You got to think his teammates got to go out
Absolutely.
there and play next week, and they just watched their brother die on the field.
Literally.
twice. You feel me? So I heard a guy recently today. He said that they need to get mental help for all the players that
for
was
sure.
involved. They need to put them in. You know what
But
I'm
I'm
saying?
not gonna lie though, man. Mental health is hard to come by around right now.
You think so?
Yeah, I've been waiting on an appointment for like 4 months.
Because everybody know they crazy now.
I'm just trying to get ADHD.
I'm finna get me some help too.
I like my therapist. She cool as fuck.
I'm just trying to get ADHD.
Hey, real quick. Let me do this. Hey, shout out to Red Cup Gang. If y'all don't see it, check it out. Red Cup Gang.
Oh,
Shout
I
out
got
to
on
Red
some
Cup
apparel.
Gang.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah, Joey got the Red Cup Gang on. Shout out to Terrell. Shout out to Red Cup
Yeah.
Gang, man. Located in Mission Valley Mall right there. You can't miss it right next to Foot Locker, man. Y'all go check out Red Cup Gang, man. They got all the apparel, all the everything you need.
Whoa.
You know we repping. We drinking good tonight, baby. All right, so look, it's New Year's. Let me ask y'all a real question. I want to know this. How long can you say Happy New Year's to people?
First of all,
You said an S on it.
First of all,
Happy New
it's
Year.
not Happy New Year.
My bad. Happy New Year. How long can you say Happy New Year to people?
And he meant it too. Were you playing?
Yeah, I was playing. How
Say, hold up.
How long? Because I'm like that too. I don't like the New Year's. But how long do y'all tell people Happy New Year?
To the second.
Really?
That's crazy.
Cause rent already
here's
been
the
due.
thing.
Already done paid rent.
So I'm gonna tell you how long
Okay,
this
hold
is
on,
how
go.
long I
Let me
tell
hear it,
somebody
Bella.
because I
You
just
go,
told
Bella.
somebody Happy New Year today.
Yeah.
Now it depends on if
Then
I
she said
seen
the S.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
If I seen you,
I agree.
and if I didn't text you, if I didn't call you, if I didn't
Right.
talk to you, I just
Yep.
seen you, and it's the
Uh-huh.
5th. I'm gonna say Happy New
It's the
Year
first time you
because
seen-
it's the
first
first
time
time
I
I
seen
see
you.
you in the New Year.
Agreed.
That's how. If it's the 10th,
Yeah.
and I ain't seen you, I'm gonna say Happy New Year because I ain't seen you. Let me say
It'll
something.
be August 1st.
He's stretching it now.
Right, that's a reach.
I think the month.
Hold on now. You
After the
just
month
said we
is
can't say Happy New Year's, but
And
you
did she
said
say Happy New
Cincha.
Year's?
No, she said Cincha.
Cincha.
I ain't
If
seen
I ain't
you.
Cincha. You can say Cincha.
You can't
I
say
ain't
Cincha.
gonna hold you.
Hold on now.
What's
You
up?
can't say Cincha.
I ain't
You
gonna
can't
hold
say
you.
How long
years.
you
Don't
said,
say
Joy?
Happy
To the
New Year's.
To the second.
What you mean?
Yeah.
So
That's
if
it.
you ain't seen somebody,
Oh, I like that.
you gonna stop. You still not saying it.
I ain't seen my daddy since '94. You think I'm gonna be saying happy decade?
We
nigga?
not
Happy
talking about your
decade,
daddy.
my
He
nigga.
been absent.
Boy, we gonna have to find this
I'm glad I done worked through my trauma.
Boy, that I'll tell you what.
And it's the timing of it. If she would have said that off air, what the fuck? What the fuck?
How has he been absent?
We would have been all right. Now I gotta go to counseling.
I agree with Bella. I think that like when I went to work on the 3rd, and when I got there, everybody was Happy New Year.
I
Happy
don't
New
like
Year.
how you can't say numbers. Cause you sound
On
like
third.
Chingy.
Sound like
I went to work on the 3rd.
Y'all don't even know how I say it. I don't even know.
You ain't
I'm
got
not
no
gonna do
Louisville
it.
in you.
I do got a little.
Nigga
It's in
sound
your
like
blood.
nigga sound like South Alabama.
But no, I went to work on the 3rd, and everybody was in there like, yeah, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, and it didn't seem odd or nothing like
Because
that.
it
Like you
was
said, we hadn't seen
appropriate.
anybody, and you gotta celebrate New Year's because a lot of motherfuckers didn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's a
and
fact.
A lot of motherfuckers didn't make it. It's almost like happy birthday. You know
My
what I'm
auntie
saying?
cousin.
Don't do that.
Oh.
Not right now. All right, so
stressing me out. That boy stressing me out.
He ain't dead. He's just in jail.
here we go. I want to talk about y'all goals individually. Tori, I want to come to you first on this.
Dang, why me first?
Okay, Joey, I'm coming to you first on this.
Okay.
I
I want to know what would you like to concentrate on the most this year?
Being a better spouse
I like that.
and
Okay.
being a better mentally capable spouse. Because I feel like I'm top tier when it comes to being a spouse.
Period,
But-
girl.
I ain't mad at that. Shut up.
But like, it's a nah, dead ass. I went through a lot of trauma, like growing up through family, and then like trauma in relationships.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot to accept that, like, I got a great partner.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes I had to remind myself, like, I'm not gonna find Marissa nowhere else. And I've accepted that. I try to fight it. Like half our relationship. Nah, there's some other bitches out there. Nah, ain't no other bitches out
Boy,
there.
I know you fucking lying.
Ain't no other bitches out there.
I know you fucking
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, I remind myself the things that she offered me that I know I can't get nowhere. I don't read people like, oh, you look through your girl phone? No, because I don't have not a thought in the mind that she would. I trust her with everything, money, my mental health, everything, even though she be mean to me sometimes. Like, in a sense, she made me.
That's good.
She made me more softer. So, like, when in retrospect, when I'm thinking about we about to get married this year, so it's like I start to think about like she do so much for me. What can I do for her?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the money shit good and all that other shit, but like I want her to feel just as safe in me as safe I feel in her. So
That's good,
this
man.
year I'm definitely been working on like my mental peace within myself because I can't be anything for her if I'm mentally out of it.
I agree.
So that's what I'm
Snaps for
working
that.
on.
Snaps for that.
And she get this.
Come on, man. See,
She getting this.
you can't have me snapping while you
She getting
talking
this.
about meat.
That means you concurring with that. You want to support that. That's good.
Concur with the meat.
Sean, let me ask you real quick. What you concentrating on this year, Brody? Will?
Man, my health, man.
Okay.
So just getting fit,
I gotta look.
getting going to the doctor more.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you know we hit
old,
that
man.
You
age.
gotta hit that age.
You
Yeah,
get your
boy.
prostate check?
Yeah, we got to
Gotta
do it
get
this
the
year.
prostate, gotta get the colonoscopy.
Dang, you
I ain't never got none of
Get
that.
shit together, man. We gotta do cancer
It's time.
screenings.
It's
we gotta
time.
do all that stuff.
Heads, man.
We gonna go together.
You,
Get out-
when you got your prostate check,
No, we ain't got all that yet. We ain't
Nah.
I did it once because prostate cancer runs in my family.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
So
when
you had to
you
do it
know when
early?
you run in your family, you got to get it at 30 instead of 40.
Well, it's
And
my year.
Dr. Big Knuckle, that's what I call that
Nah, I'm
nigga.
good on that.
Oh, no.
That nigga said
Skinny. I want a skinny doctor.
Mama
Somebody
booty
very
on
small.
That nigga said, that nigga said, turn to the side. I said, And then when I turned, he said,
That nigga got you pregnant.
you got to relax. I said, and that nigga said, and what made me mad was this nigga trying to have small talk. He told me something. Do you like to go
That nigga
fishing?
said so. Right. That nigga was over there.
You know, like,
That nigga say. So how was the weekend? How
I
was the
don't know how
weekend?
people. I
was
don't
the
know how men and women, some men and most women, take dick in the butt.
Oh my God.
Because I couldn't handle that major. Boy, I like,
Most women
He's
though.
out can hang
man. Not most
That
women.
nigga said, huh? Yeah, sure.
What
I
the
like,
hell?
get your find it. He said, no, it's not there. Thank God.
Look, I'm gonna go with 1 out of 3
Wow. Well, 1 out of 3 bitches
in
do
this
like,
room.
do
1
like,
out of 3.
nah, 2 out of 3.
No.
God is good.
2 out of 3 for the world radio.
It might be 3 out of 3. I don't trust shit.
Nathaniel.
It wasn't mean.
You gotta get healthy, man.
Gotta get healthy.
Man. That's my goal.
Physically, mentally.
Physically, mentally, all that stuff.
Ain't nothing
I
wrong with
support
it.
it.
Bella,
No.
what you concentrating on this year? What is your focus?
Ankle support.
Going into 2030. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
So what?
2020, he said ankle support. Going into
He's
2023.
annoying, disrespectful. Right?
What are you
he's
concentrating
getting
on these years? Anything you want to change?
Honestly, I want to focus on, how can I put this into words? So I'm in my career path. I'm, a businesswoman. I have my hands in a lot of different pots. I wear a lot of different hats. But I want to focus this year more on being intentional. So meaning like, okay, I have this goal. Completing this one goal instead of having 12 goals and I'm trying to dabble here and dabble here and dabble here. My goal this year is to be more intentional about completing each goal and then moving to the next instead of being all over the place.
I like that.
So that's
More in tune.
Direct.
that part.
The
I fuck
snowball
with that.
goal.
Tori, what you got? What you concentrating on this year, little baby?
So, honestly, I really felt thus far that this is a continuation of 2022.
Okay.
That's just, I don't know, because I didn't complete my last goal of 22 until last Sunday.
What
And
was it?
I finished my first class and getting
like
my business associate's degree, my bachelor's in business.
So you have a study growth going on.
Yeah, so
I like that.
I was like, dang, man, why they had to have me do homework on Christmas? Like, they ain't right. But I finished that goal, first class done, and going to continue on. But like Bella said, being intentional, like, I believe that my mind is very creative. I have thoughts that come like that, but I'm never really like focused and like doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I do have certifications in personal trainer, but I'm also doing this thing, the Navy thing. I got 192 weeks left. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna come very quickly. So I
Count
need
them
to know.
shits down.
You said 192.
192 weeks.
That's like 3
Don't
years
even
and some
worry
change.
about that. Period. So,
That's hella periods too. That's hella periods. Hella periods.
So, Damn.
92.
That made me sad. I ain't gonna lie. Hella periods. Oh my god. But no, like I really need to know because I know that a lot of people transition from military to civilian, and it's very hard. It's a hard transition. So I'm trying to like focus and hone on what I exactly I want to do. I know that I do have my trainer cert. You know, if you want to train with me, I got everything equipped now.
I might be on the way.
I ain't playing now. I ain't playing now. So you'll see me more on social media. If you get tired of me, please unfollow, and that's fine. Because I'm
Somebody
trying to
said
target
something to
people. No one has. But I know how I get. I just know how I get with people.
Yeah.
Some people when they're trying to go there, go. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, just you good. Just keep it positive. You good.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm about positive. How about positive 23? How about that?
So that's one, being more focused and intentional, and then obviously keeping the promises that I make for myself. Because if I make a promise for somebody else, I'm bending over backward. Oh, I'll be there right now. I'm on my way. Got all kinds of shit going on.
Show up on
But
my
I don't
birthday.
even. But I don't even keep the promises to myself. So how can I make sure I keep promises to other people? So that's really like number one, top tier.
I love that.
Keeping the promises to myself. So.
Give me an applause for it. Give me an applause.
That was good.
I'm gonna come to your birthday.
What do I have? Okay, I was gonna go to the next question. What do I want to concentrate
Try to
on?
sneak by.
Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. I want to be more of a doer and less of a talker. A lot of times I say what I want for myself and how I want to do this and how I want to do that, and then I'll start it. And then I just won't finish it. I think a lot of us have like business ADD, and we have like life ADD in ways where we will start something and then we'll get distracted and we'll leave that incomplete. I want to start completing things. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave nothing incomplete, man. If I start something, I want to finish it. If I say I'm gonna do something, I want to do it. I want to be an anti-procrastinator. You know what I'm saying?
Whew.
And I want to concentrate on that more than anything in the world.
So you trying to go on this karaoke tour with me?
What's happening? Oh, I'm going to that thing, by the way.
I'm gonna go too.
We're doing that for sure.
We could really go on tour with it. Go to karaoke spots all over the country,
all over the world. You said we can be the karaoke guys. So, next question. But then, me personally, that's what I want to do. I just want to be more of a feet on the ground type of person. I want to keep my feet moving, man, and stop trying to be a version of myself that I know I can be better than. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you gotta want more for yourself than the people around you, and I feel like some people around me want more for me than I do for myself, and I can't do that no more.
Cause you really a singing ass nigga.
That's what we're doing.
I really feel like you can really make some good. Cause you can sing, nigga.
Yeah.
Like I done seen you do it live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're
So one thing I can say this, I ain't recorded music in years, and in the last 2 weeks, I've already talked to Dago. Shout out to Dago Fats. I'm gonna do a song with Dago Fats and soon, and then I did 2 songs with Black Kennedy just this past week. So I'm gonna start recording again. Again, I ain't trying to be no star or nothing like that. I just really love music, man.
You're doing it right now.
Don't do that.
You're doing it right now.
But that's the truth, though. Like, I want to be in the background, man.
No.
God don't make me intend for you to be there. Stop trying to be where you want to be working.
You know.
Amen. Hallelujah.
If
Amen.
you weren't meant to be in the background, you wouldn't know how to sing.
I'm gonna do my Ray J. I'm gonna turn my head every time the camera leaves.
Please don't.
So look.
And put it on the top.
Next question. Let me start with Joey. What are you most excited about this year? And I already know your answer.
My wedding.
Your wedding. I knew you were gonna say that.
Boy, cause y'all don't understand the significance. Having me, the woman I love,
Yes, sir.
my family, y'all my family too.
Ibaba Shah.
I don't consider my friends
Amen.
real as friends. I consider y'all my family.
And be like
you know
that.
what I'm saying? So like my family all in one area, lit, cause I know we would be lit. I can imagine Black drunk in Jamaica now.
In Jamaica. Black. What's happening in Jamaica?
Imagine I'm in
Jamaica.
out here taking more pictures than the person I paid to take pictures. Like Black, I didn't even pay
This
you.
shit gonna be better than this. You fucking up.
Move your camera out of the way. I got it. It's just that's what I look forward to because I know how hard me and my fiance is working towards it.
Yeah.
Because you know she the one stresses about it. I kind of don't. You know, I let her do that.
But you're still excited.
I'm excited. I only focus on the excited part.
Yeah.
I let her focus on like the stress and the excited part. She probably be excited when we get there, but you know, I'm enjoying the ride.
I'm sure
Cause this is my last time.
The last time.
Me.
I ain't mad about that.
Me. She got to sleep in the room, and I sleep in the living room, or we get a 2-bedroom house. But you got your favorite roommate. I don't care.
That's like
Tori, what you excited about in 23?
I don't know, the possibilities. Like, I'm
like
really
that.
trying to step outside of the comfort zones and get out my own way. You
You
know
just
what
start
I'm
dating
saying?
women.
Fuck. Fucking playing with me.
I'm gonna step out my comfort zone. If you want to come out,
Lord.
we here for you.
I don't even like women like nah, I ain't never even dabbled. You know, I know a lot of people that have done that.
I know
ain't
one.
Never done it.
Hilarious. I ain't never even dabbled.
Wait, I'm confused.
She just got it. She just got it.
Hey, that's just like when niggas be friends with Batman and accidentally tell somebody.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know a nigga that like dress up as a bat at night, but no,
But I'm
Bruce.
saying-
I'm not saying
I ain't
you.
saying- I'm just saying, I know some vigilantes. I know like 3 vigilantes.
I know like 3 vigilantes, Bruce. You ain't the only one out here.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man, nigga. I know
I
him.
hate you. But I'm
Bella,
excited about that.
Bella, what are you excited about in 23? What are you looking forward to?
I think I'm gonna piggyback off what Tori said, like
Okay.
the possibilities.
Let's go.
It's
great
not
answer.
the 2023 is finna be up. It's up.
Birkin bag Bella.
I
Yes,
can
sir.
that part.
Period. Let's
Just
get us one.
elevating everything, your life, your mental state, your health, you know, all that.
I
Everything's
like the
going
jacket
up.
too.
I do. I feel like she.
She look like she just got off a motorcycle.
No, she
$1 million
does. It looks
motor-
like more of a probate jacket. Than
Definitely.
You said that, but
I
you-
did
you
earlier,
been
but
on
I'm gonna
this
let you.
motorcycle shit.
I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have that one on here.
Thank you, but you said that.
I thought it was up on the day with this little.
What is
It's
J5?
Kappa. Shout out to the man of Kappa Alpha Psi.
Taurus single. J5.
David State Bounders Day, J5 and all that. I know a couple sweet shoulder ass niggas.
Hey, the possibilities that's a great answer to be excited for possibilities because it leaves it endless. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
No cap.
We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people in this room got a lot of stuff going on. What's up, big dog?
Can we have a what's it called? I mean, I don't
We can
have
get
that
into it,
friend
yeah.
base here, but
What you- Sean, what you got?
does that? What is it called?
What you talking about? What are you excited for, big dog?
I'm excited to, first of all, give my teenagers jobs.
Okay.
You know, I'm looking forward to helping them start to excel and them being
Their man.
you know,
You just want them to pay for their
I got
own
a
clothes.
17-year-old and about to be a 16-year-old.
Boy, y'all make.
So I'm excited to get them
That nigga
started.
had
You know,
kids
get them
a
the
long time
financial
ago.
stuff. They've learned a lot since they were young or whatever. So I'm just trying to get them to get on their feet and be prepared to be, good men of this world.
You know what's real, bro? You don't realize, because I was raised by my grandfather, God rest his soul, and you don't realize the shit your dad is teaching you until you get grown.
Yeah, buddy.
And sometimes, like, I be sitting back and I be thinking about, like, why I am the type of man I am now, in a sense, for as, like, how I prioritize maintaining the household as the head of the household. And I realized that was just something that my granddad used to beat into me all the time. Like, he's the head of the household, and you as a teenager, I'm just a supplementary figure. You know what I'm saying? But I start to, as I got older, I'm in my 30s now, I appreciate the things that he told me. Because when I start listening to, like, some of my friends, I'm like, these niggas don't know how to be a real nigga. If a real nigga showed them how to be a real nigga, you feel me? And I thank my dad for, like putting that shit in me, you feel me? And your sons are going, and your kids, I don't know if they both boys or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if your sons are going to appreciate that eventually one day when they're gonna be like, damn, my dad, really put a nigga on some shit. You
Yeah,
feel
my
me?
15-year-old, he ended up finding out because all my kids speak 4 languages.
Yeah, they do.
So their secondary language pretty much is Mandarin
Yeah,
Chinese.
yeah.
That's exactly what they speak it,
Yeah,
read it,
wow.
write it, all that
Ni
shit.
hao.
Me how?
So he didn't realize that at one point in time, he was like, Dad, why we gotta learn Chinese? Why we gotta learn Chinese? And him going all the way to high school until he got offered a job, like, hey, I just need you to translate to these kids.
That's
and
it.
getting paid like $30 an hour.
Yep.
And
He
he's
was
like
like,
16,
damn,
17, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people speak that
None of
language.
them speak that shit.
money as an adult.
I just got here.
Shit is crazy.
I
Just
could
to
probably
translate.
make that with my feet.
Man,
Marissa speaks fluent Spanish.
that's good.
Yeah.
So
And
you half white and you speak Spanish.
Exactly. The first time I went to Marissa's house.
Mira.
The first time I went to Marissa's house, all her neighbors at the time was Mexican.
Okay.
Okay.
We walking up the stairs, and when I say something, and I'm like, Marissa ain't gonna understand that shit. She looked at him, and And we get in the house, I said,
When you
speak-
gonna tell me
you
that?
speak Spanish?
I thought every.
Because I speak nigga Spanish.
Yeah. Speak that shit.
We know the words that count.
The trick of the marriage is just let a little bit out at a time. He had the
little bit
same
out.
shock on his face when my wife found out I knew how to fold clothes.
Yeah.
She was like, you know how to fold clothes? I was like, yeah.
Tightly.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh, so you mean
just put a little bit at a time. That's what you gotta do.
Hold on.
fold.
I know we off
you
topic,
fold.
but I want to know how long it took you to release that.
Years.
phone
Do you
Until
do that
like she
right
left and
after
came
they
back
dry?
and she was like,
So you could have been helping me.
I
this
found out
whole
when I
time.
said she figured I could change oil.
Oh Lord!
Oh, you
so you've been
so
having me pay for oil change?
a little bit at a time, just a little bit at a time. Keep it exciting.
I love the excitement. Speaking of exciting, before we go to the next thing, I think I'm excited. Same thing you guys are kind of saying. I just think it's a lot of shit that's coming down the pike, and it's gonna be a good year for In the Cut Live. It's gonna be a good year for Dream Radio. It's gonna be a good year for all of us individually. I think 23 gonna be like Bella said. I think it's gonna be a turn up, bro.
Jump,
like I ain't
man.
just saying that shit. I really mean it, dog. I feel like
jump,
I feel like this gonna be a great year,
we
man.
up the sun. Somebody should add that plan. Yeah, it's a joint year 2, 3.
So let's do a recap
That's
real
real
quick.
ghetto, though.
23 had some albums that came out, some
22.
shows, some 22.
Yeah.
22 had some movies and some albums.
No, that shit came out in 23.
What do y'all think was like the top movies of 22? Did y'all go to the movies a lot?
First of all,
Yeah, I did. I think the Black Panther movie was the best movie that came out.
You think so?
Yep.
That motherfucker.
Because it made me cry.
Okay, here we go. I know
lists.
everybody ain't seen all of these. I've seen all but one. I haven't seen Will Smith's movie
I
yet.
have. It's good.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay.
Because remember I told you it's going to be hard to take Will Smith seriously as a slave.
And it was? You
And
think
he
did
made
good?
you.
Hey, listen, that boy
He
can
made
act.
you take him serious.
So look, this is what our nominees. This is the In the Cut Live nominees for Movie of the Year. We got Honk for Jesus, which I actually was shocked at that. Yeah, Black
I didn't
Panther's on
even see
there.
it.
Wakanda Forever's on there. You can watch it on Peacock. Or I got you. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, put it
Day
on.
Shift. Jamie Foxx that was one of the best vampire movies I've
I
ever
kind of like that shit too. Vampire movie.
Yeah, I like
That was
that
a
shit.
good vampire
I think the
movie.
best one I've seen since Blade. I'm gonna put it out
Best
there.
one I've seen,
I love
honestly.
Blade. Nah.
Blade.
Did he throw his
I said
gun?
since Blade.
Since the
But
Lost
did he-
Boys.
oh, he
That shit was
okay.
fire.
Never mind.
We got Nope. And what was the other? The Woman King. Did y'all see The Woman King?
I saw The
did.
Woman King.
Okay.
That's probably my top one, cuz.
Really?
I'm gonna have to go with that
I didn't
one.
watch it because
It's
I was
crazy.
protesting it.
Viola Savage, bro.
I don't know why.
It's
I got
a
Viola was cold, man.
I got a problem
No,
with
it's real.
Okay, do you know the history of it though?
No.
The fuck?
It's some discrepancies in the history.
Y'all know how we got here,
But
right?
as a woman,
They sold it.
as the woman stuff, it was dope as hell. I watched
see
it for
that.
what it was.
But yeah, I see that, and I was trying to in my mind. I
They
said I'm
had
gonna
it
get the
in
history
it.
off
No,
of
but
it.
if you watch it, they have
Yeah,
like
I took the
that
history stuff
happening.
out of it.
Really?
Like, I was just
They
like,
have that
it wasn't a
happening,
good
but not
movie.
be
Yeah, it was a good
from her.
movie.
Wait,
It was
one
someone
person at a
else.
time, yo.
You said what?
If you watch the movie, they had the slave trade of black people from black
I ain't
people
seen it.
happening.
I ain't seen it yet.
But it wasn't. They didn't portray it as she was doing that.
Okay,
So now, if that's in the case, like she was doing that,
so they clinked it up.
they made another
Version.
antagonist.
I'm gonna have to watch.
Hey, the Will Smith one?
Yeah.
It's the first slave movie I have watched where it's like based on when niggas found out they was free.
Yeah.
And it's a part in the movie where he telling everybody like, cause he overheard it when the slave master's like murmuring about it, like Lincoln just freed the slave. Da, da, da.
They didn't tell nobody.
He didn't tell nobody.
Yeah.
And he's on without me ruining the movie, he's listening in, and he go tell the other slaves. And then
Y'all know we can leave this motherfucker.
and then the other slaves, it's a part in the movie. I'm just gonna tell this one part.
Okay,
There's
go
a
ahead.
part in the movie where all the
Spoiler
slaves realize that they free, and niggas start dropping their utensils.
Hell yeah.
They're like, "Get out the work! Get out the work!" And they're like,
I mean, well, is that how he said it, boy?
Boy.
"No, they're like,
I ain't heard a slave.
get out the work, man!"
Joy auditioning for his next movie. No, but if anybody don't know the history of that, like it was slaves that was
Emancipation.
working for years.
Yeah, because it's based in 1965. The
Didn't
year
know
they
they was-
found out.
and didn't know they was
We know
fucking
that.
free.
Juneteenth.
Facts.
I watch movies like I'm 10 years old. I don't go into like the whole like
The
a lot of the
history
history
of it,
of
yeah,
it.
the realism of it,
You know,
yeah,
even
yeah.
with Marvel movies, they be like, well, in the comics,
Oh, man, I love-
Iron Man had on purple socks. I don't give a
hate
fuck.
that.
It's gonna be a good year
I
for
don't care.
Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel
I ain't
got a
gonna-
big year.
I'm hyped.
To be fair, I went to school for film, and I have two masters in film.
Hallelujah.
So like when I watch movies, Marissa will tell you, I never watch the movie for what's on the screen.
You watch the art.
I watch everything from
Kind of like P-Valley.
from I don't.
Art and T value.
No, it really was
I
art, but
watched-
we ain't gonna go there.
No, seriously, I watch film
art. It was art.
for
It was art.
how it looks on the screen, actors' facial expressions.
Yes, sir.
And what's going on in the background? Because if your extra is doing something they ain't supposed to be doing, it's gonna frustrate me. It's been a time I've been watching a movie with Marissa, and I'll be like,
They back there tripping.
"Thank you."
Yeah,
and
I
she's
see
like,
that
"How
too.
did you see that?" Because I'm looking at it as
the bigger picture.
I'm looking at the bigger picture because that's what I went to school for.
Looking at the work.
So it's like it's hard for me to watch a movie and just watch it now. Wakanda,
Yeah.
I watch it as a fan and not as a director.
Is that your nominee for movie of the year?
Yeah, and after the movie, I ended up boohoo crying.
Nigga,
I watched it as a fan and I ain't
Crazy.
like
They
it.
tried to make it cry.
Bro, can I say this out loud?
No worry, don't cry.
Twice. Listen, I was like, what is happening to my face? Because I don't cry on movies, dog. Like, I don't know
There
what's
were
wrong
some
with
parts
me.
I didn't like.
Dog, I almost fucking lost it in the theater. I was crying twice. I can feel it coming.
They were doing the funeral.
I didn't like
They
it.
got that box up like, come on, y'all
Man,
gotta
something
be
happened to my
saying somebody.
chest area. But
I didn't like it.
I like Nope because I'm an alien nigga. You know, I love my extraterrestrials.
I like Nope too.
I like Nope because I love aliens. I love the thought of it. I love the whole idea of everything. I'm very big into extraterrestrials and Age of Egypt and Agent.
done been abducted.
I probably been abducted. I don't know, but I watch Ancient Aliens and all that shit. But I'm gonna tell you a movie that surprised me was Honk for Jesus. If y'all ain't seen
I
Honk
haven't
for
seen it.
Jesus,
I'm gonna watch it.
It ain't what you think it is. First of all, I'm a Regina Hall.
It's about them
That's my
scamming niggas,
favorite.
ain't it?
Nah, it's about basically it's about mass churches and these big churches and
Mega
how some of
churches.
them operate behind the scenes and shit like that. And the pastor got caught up on some. Y'all gotta see it because it ain't what you think it is. It's funny, but it's kind of sad. And
Right.
What y'all got to say?
yes, it's like that. It's like the Righteous Gem songs for
Y'all
black
watch too
people.
much TV.
Nah, you know, people got time. I work 13-hour shifts, man.
Bella, what you got?
Bella, what's your movie of the year? What you see this year? It ain't got to be the nominees from us. But what do you think was the movie of the year so far? Did you go to the movies a lot? Did you?
Say Almighty Zeus. Can you?
Hey!
This movie
That
of the
one was
year.
kind of racist.
Show went to see that.
We ain't gonna go about that.
Yeah, they beat the shit out
Gonna
that Filipino man.
I wasn't racist in the
They beat
movie.
him 90 times in that mother.
I'm just beating a nigga up to beat him up.
You got you some.
You have to remember
Black
that
Panther
this
1 or
movie
2.
is
1 or
for
2.
Asian
Black
standpoint,
Panther
so
1 or
it's
2.
not racist.
Black Panther Wakanda 1 or 2.
All right, wait, y'all. So I did see a lot of movies this year,
Okay.
but
Outside
Birkenback Bella at the AMC. Ooh.
at the AMC.
but I'm gonna have to say Zeus is the best movie of the year.
Hey, on air, I want to say I appreciate y'all supporting it. It was real
Yeah.
dope for me to like have my friends and you know what I'm saying
Yeah.
inside of the movie theater with me because like as a film student, the ultimate thing that's our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
is to see ourselves on the silver screen, and it was a great moment to have y'all there.
The
with me.
weirdest shit was sitting in the theater watching you on a big screen, and then when we walked out, one of the family was a Asian family. I think it might have been Filipino.
They were Filipino.
and they seen you, and they was like, "Oh, that's you. That was you." And you was like, yeah. It was like the first moment I seen one of my homeboys like be like, you know what I'm saying?
Acknowledge.
Like people have fandom
Yeah.
for you and shit. That shit was kind of fly, bro. So yeah,
I'ma need to
shout
make
out
a
to
little
Zeus, man.
reel.
Y'all make sure y'all go check that
I gotta
out.
make a
It's
reel.
on Amazon Prime if you ain't
Oh, it's
seen
on
it.
there?
It's on
You
Amazon
trying
Prime
to-
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sean, did you see movies this year? What happened?
Yeah, man, I thought that the Woman King.
The Woman King was
I ain't
your
gonna
shit?
see too much. I had like 3 months left to watch movies,
Okay.
so I did watch that Woman King joint, man.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, dog. I like vampires. I like vampires and all that shit. And Jamie Foxx.
Day Shift was good.
Day Shift was
see
actually.
Jamie
That's
Foxx.
that's definitely my two.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that,
definitely my
hold on. I want to know.
Dog had me crying in it.
To be
Oh, God.
honest, out of all those movies on there,
Yeah.
I saw one.
Which
Which
one?
one did you see? The Woman King?
Wakanda Forever. of course.
Wakanda and Woman King.
Okay. Well,
It's-
you know.
First off, let's not do this black thing. Cause I don't think the movie's called Black Panther. What is the name of the damn movie?
Wakanda Forever.
Okay,
Forever.
yeah, I've been.
But he's
calling
the
it
Black Panther.
Black
Yeah.
Panther 2.
Okay,
Black
but
Panther.
it ain't Black Panther. Is it called Black
Black
Panther?
Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Cause I know we do it as a people.
Yeah.
I know we do it. And
We do. You not wrong.
Yeah, we did.
I saw Black Panther.
Cause niggas be like, niggas used to be like, yeah, I'm watching Will Smith, but you really watching Fresh Prince.
But yeah, I only seen 2 of those movies. So where can I see Day Shift? That's what I was gonna.
That shit was on Netflix.
That's right.
It's good too.
I gotta call my ex, update the account.
Oh my god.
I see that.
Did you take me off this shit?
Me and
No,
Melissa still
really.
use one of her exes HBO Max to this day.
And that's fine. He support the cause, and that's fine. I don't. My nephew came to my house. He visited me. He said he was watching TV, whatever. He's like, "Dang, auntie, you don't got nothing." I said, "What you mean? I got all it." He said, "But your name ain't on nothing," and that's fine.
That's how you
So
So
we
yeah,
had-
everybody's everything.
So we had movies in 2022,
Yeah.
and like we all seem to have a different opinion on what was the best one. What we got favorites. Everybody's supposed to have
Who had
opinions.
the most majority vote? I didn't even realize.
I think Wakanda win it. Only because like it was so
No.
Anticipated.
No, the majority vote did.
You seen what's name already
I
had
said Woman King.
You said Woman King.
So Woman King, Woman King.
Woman King. Oh, Woman King did win it. I ain't seen the mother. I ain't seen anticipation.
Who said, when you said
What
Zeus?
happened with that?
You said Woman
Woman
King.
King?
Woman King.
Yeah, okay, we won.
What happened?
Oh boy, we ain't going there with you.
Is it streaming yet?
Yeah.
What's on what?
I don't know.
Wait, when do we watch it on Black?
HBO.
Is it on
I watched it on
What
Amazon.
happened? Summary.
It was on Amazon Prime.
Okay, you know what? When I get out, when I get home tonight, I'm watching Woman King because I feel like I'm left
It's a
behind.
true story about Woman
So
Warrior.
with movies being
Women
movies,
Warriors?
we gonna get into the albums of the year.
Let us get to the next subject,
That's
bro.
what we doing now. Let's get into the music. It was a lot of music that came out in 2022. So let's get into the
Right.
album of the year. What album did y'all think this year stood out to y'all personally?
remember the
All right, so I got some nominees in here. My nominee
Yeah,
ain't
let
even
me
on
hear
here,
it.
by the way. We got Drake, 21 Savage, Her Loss. We got Metro Boomin. That shit was fire. Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains. Future dropped that I Never Liked You. Your ugly ass. Gunna, shout out to Gunna, Free Gunna, or is he free?
He free.
Okay, well,
Kinda.
and then we got Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers. That was a fucking one gotta go. Oh shit, we playing a game. One gotta go. Which one? When it was one of these out of these
Wait,
five?
hold on,
Oh, Beyonce up there too.
Hold on.
One gotta go.
King Aziz ain't on there.
Which one?
Hold on. King Aziz 3.
King Aziz.
I know who that is.
What's that?
Donatello.
No.
Lil Baby's been putting out some fire.
Lil Baby dropped something this year. So right here, what do y'all think was the album of the year? Joey, what you got?
If out of those options right there,
Out of
I'm gonna
those
say
options right there.
I'm gonna say the one with Kendrick Lamar,
Mr.
simply
Morale.
because he had Kodak on it. And time out before time out to correct. I was gonna say that, but we said options on there.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say that, he allowed Kodak to get to a different plateau.
I agree.
As in
Different audience.
And Kodak had to spit for real to be on his shit.
You know how that
this
go.
ain't no typical like Kodak that everybody used to. He had to really talk on motherfucking shit.
And he
It's
was.
It's a part on there. It's a line on there where Kodak like they said he like y'all say what y'all doing with a legend like
Yeah.
Kendrick?
Right.
What they call you?
Yeah.
That's a bar, nigga. Because in Florida, I don't care what nobody say. You the top
Yeah,
rapper
legend.
ever in
Yeah.
Florida. Nigga, if you want to talk about numbers,
Flow Rider.
if you want to talk about. If you want to talk about
Your house music listening to it. Got
I'm from Florida and I did not know Flo Rida was Florida's raised up.
Yeah.
Oh,
They didn't know
I didn't know you from Florida.
He's from Florida, bro. We didn't know that.
I thought this nigga was
His
from
name is Florida.
Well, and to be fair, in Florida, think about what you know about Florida.
You're right.
Think about every rapper you know from Florida.
I would've never
nothing like
guessed he
Flo
was from
Rida.
And y'all the same people
I
that
feel
red
like
skip
I feel like he's from Florida, but he date white girls. Go.
He from Sarasota.
Sarasota. That nigga's from
But no, but
Sarasota.
seriously, like I like that album because one, Kendrick is Kendrick, and that the fact because Kodak used to call himself the Big Stepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's called
Mr. Morale
and the Big Steppers.
I fuck with that.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And you never thought you would see that combination together,
Right.
Like intellectual rap with intellectual trap. Could Kodak be speaking too?
Intellectual trap.
It is.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is because if you listen to what Kodak is saying,
I hear him.
niggas can't get past the accent, and that's really what it is. If niggas can get past that South Florida accent,
And the
He
Florida
talk that
demeanor.
shit.
And the
Yeah.
Florida, yeah.
niggas are really fuck with Kodak.
It's the demeanor, yeah.
The niggas had
First off, I
the
feel
niggas had nightlight on the stick when I ride.
Yeah,
Man,
that's all.
the nigga told you.
Is once
The
you
nigga.
put your hair up, niggas kind of look at him different. I think that's what it is.
Niggas, it's the man. We're getting a whole list of why
we know
niggas don't
what
respect
it is.
Florida
We
niggas.
respect
It's the media that make niggas don't respect
So
Florida
your
niggas.
album was Kendrick.
Yeah,
Bella, did you have your favorite album of the year?
That little Bow Wow. You just don't know.
Out of all of these, and then if you got your own personal,
Can you put the albums back up?
let's drop them.
That on my mind.
Drop them, yeah. There
I
they
definitely
go.
am not picking Beyonce.
Okay.
Oh, we heard that spiel how she felt about
Probably
Beyonce.
Kendrick.
Beyonce.
You go Kendrick too?
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, they was talking shit about that horse. They said it meant something.
They did.
Uh-oh.
They did say that.
We ain't gonna get into it though.
Frozen.
We ain't gonna
They
get
got
into
horses
it.
like that in Kentucky.
They say Jesus coming back on a white horse.
Nah, they said that shit was demonic. But I ain't gonna get into
They
it.
been on her about that.
But it can't be if Jesus coming back on a white horse. Is that demonic?
That horse is crystal.
We don't know. That horse.
Yeah, but anyways, we're
Anyway.
gonna talk about that.
Right, go ahead now.
Brother, I ain't going to hell with you niggas.
Beyonce.
I said Kendrick was my favorite.
Okay,
I
all
fuck with
right.
that, yeah.
You listen to it still right now?
Yeah.
That shit do be bang.
It's a
I
There's
like
songs
it.
on there that I didn't know that was on there that I just started listening to. Was like, I kind of, because you know
Hold on,
sometimes
wait,
you
wait,
Go
skip.
back and get Kendrick.
Nah.
Did you hear
It
that
was a
toxic
great
ass
album.
song he did?
Yeah.
When he argued with that chick?
Yeah.
I love that song.
Fuck you, bitch.
I think that was
That
art.
was good.
Yeah.
When you think of
It
music,
is.
a lot of times you don't see music as art no more. That album was actually
wonder
art.
how they
I
picked
agree
that
with y'all. I think he dropped the project of the year. For me, I'm an R&B nigga. And my nigga Tank dropped this year.
Oh, girl.
And that Tank, he said, girl.
Not old girl.
Why me can't listen to the
But they
singing?
did him like that earlier, so he just
Why
paying
me
you
can't
back.
listen to the music?
He said,
Sugar
Tank.
Tank.
I did.
Did you listen to it?
What's that? Push you on that phone. But
Please don't go. Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I ain't listened to Tank.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, it was different.
That R&B money.
I'm not opposed.
Why is it feminine to listen to
But I
R&B?
felt like we was
What the
talking
fuck?
hip-hop.
He don't really.
He just said, "Oh, girl."
Well, no, we overgirled him earlier, so that was just a
He listen to Kodak
repercussion.
though.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, hold on now.
It's a different brand.
Do R&B niggas.
Hey, real nigga shit right
He'll
now.
out-green you, the Temptations you to death.
I don't really fuck with that shit hard.
But we were trying to do hip hop. I felt like we was in a hip hop
We was.
situation.
That's why I had my hip hop album was Kendrick.
Oh, you said
I
Kendrick.
said Kendrick, but I really did enjoy that Tank album though. But
Okay, well, you know, you Sean, you pick one.
It's hard for me to pick, man, because it's I mean, I did hit the Kendrick Lamar joint. But I was gone, man.
On
I
what?
was out to sea,
he
baby.
was out to
Oh,
sea.
so you don't know what
I
was
was
it?
out.
I do
I tell you this, the most recent shit I heard was that Sam Smith joint,
Sam
Oh, you
Smith?
like
the
Sam?
Unholy joint.
the Unholy? Have y'all heard the Unholy?
You talking about the singing nigga?
Yes,
Sam Smith do be
shit
sliding.
was
He
cold.
slide.
That's the most recent one I heard.
Hey, so look, we on to the
You ain't
main
even
topic of
asked
the
me.
night.
Damn, you ain't
Oh,
even.
Tori, what's your album? I'm
fuck
sorry.
my
Tori,
thought.
I just wanted to put you on the spot. You know you don't be listening to nothing.
I do.
She be little Bow Wow.
I feel like an outcast though, cause I'm going with Future.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You work out too. You work out like twice a day.
I do work out to
So you probably need
Future,
some
and I do like Gunna, you know,
And you toxic, so yeah.
and I like listen to Kendrick Lamar, but I'm going with the album that I listen to the most.
That Future?
Yeah.
You be
It was
breaking
nice.
hearts out here.
I do not. I don't got no heart to break, baby.
Shit.
I ain't got
surprised.
none.
Them niggas out here looking.
Hey, I was thinking we should do like a blind date show.
You wanna
Where
do a
y'all
blind
can-
date show?
No, y'all, the whole panel, everybody else can pick somebody, but I need a chaperone.
Oh no. You
Oh, we gonna watch this nigga.
So
Did somebody else say that? Hold on.
So we gonna blind
Has
date you.
anybody else
No,
said
you gonna
that?
it's gonna be like remember them old school shows where they had a curtain and shit.
I remember.
And then I'm sitting on the other side, ask questions.
We gonna put you on
know
your
what I'm saying?
date.
And then y'all, not, oh Lord, not a
put you on
midget.
I'm gonna put you on there with a fat
Feeling
midget.
that.
A fat
Bro.
midget.
fat midget.
Hey, and you know what? That's one reason why I won't go on to one of these. What do you call it? Like, what is it
dating
called?
sites and shit?
No, reality TV shows.
Oh, why? You scared of the roaches?
Nah.
Before I met Marissa, I was gonna get on what it was, Married at First Sight, because they was
You would have did that.
they was
know somebody
doing
was
it in
on
San
it.
Diego.
Their fiance was
And
that shit going.
no, it's Married at First Sight.
I don't remember who he married, but I know a friend of mine
Y'all would have saw me on TV.
who was in he was in my scholarship program at home. His name is Trey. He was on episode like 2, 3 or something like that. Trey and whoever, they made it really far. Married at First Sight. I'm gonna have to look up who.
I met a girl. I knew. I used to talk to a girl that was on Catfish.
She was the
She was the
She,
cat.
she was the Catfish.
Yeah, she fucked
Bitch,
up.
why you-
All right, so peep game. I think that shit is mental. You should go to jail for that. Anyway,
She was
so
here.
peep game, y'all. This is what we want to talk about right now. We talking about what we leaving in 2022, and one thing we want to leave is this social media. It's a question. We our main topic today basically is like this social media world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? I heard a statement earlier. Somebody said you can't raise your kids the way your mom and daddy raised you because this is not the world that you were raised in, and that shit resonated with me so hard because in my mind I was like, that applies to everything.
Facts.
Friendships, relationships. Like we got to learn how to do things differently, man. because there's so much misinformation out here and everything like that. So the question is now, I know it's a broad question, but I know y'all can get deep into this one. Did social media ruin society? Is that what we doing?
Cause it used to be a time you could only be called an ugly ass nigga at the bus stop.
Only 3-4 people.
Now, yeah, but 3-4 people. The world think you an ugly ass
Nigga saying that Mandarin. Ugly ass nigga.
But no, it's in two different ways.
Yeah.
I'm on both sides. I feel like social media has, like, in a sense, damaged the world, but it's also helped the black community.
I agree.
In a sense where we gain a lot of power within ourselves and a race based on social media. Because you got to think, the only reason why Black Lives Matter movement was a thing is because of social media. Only because we had somewhere we could upload these videos.
If you use it properly.
Yes, sir. So it's really like a double-edged sword. Overall, to be honest, social media did more harm than good.
Okay.
To me personally. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have harmed themselves and harmed others based off shit on social media or shit they seen on social media.
So you feel like it hasn't or it has?
It has.
It has. Because I think when it comes down to it, I don't think a lot of us know how to use it properly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you think about us, even here in Indica Live, like, this is free advertising, bro. Social media is, if you use it the right fucking way, you can actually blow up. It's comedians now. It's people getting acting jobs. It's people getting, you know what I'm saying? Our people. You know what I'm saying? Or now being able to show the world what we really are. And people saying like, okay, these niggas are funny, they fun, they talented, they smart. You know what I'm saying? The people who, back in the day, only thing that people outside of our community knew of us was what they saw in shows and movies and bullshit like that. And there was a lot of ignorance to it. Now we can be ourselves, and people are like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are amazing. You feel me?
Or they still think you ignorant because the other shit that's
that can be that too. That Black Twitter shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's all about.
I like Black Twitter.
Y'all still on Twitter?
World Star.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm on Twitter, kinda.
You on
I'm on Twitter.
Kinda. Go ahead,
I've
Tori.
always felt Twitter.
So how you feel about social media?
Social media, particularly, I use all platforms of social media differently. You know, I have a purpose for Facebook, a purpose for Snapchat, a purpose for all of them. Just so you, if you use it the correct way, I think it's an asset. But as far as it ruining society, I could agree, because now our children that are growing up, my nephew,
that's what it is.
They have the influence of having access to viewing everybody else's talent, and they feel like everything is attainable. The body, the fact that this girl that she plays the harp, like, I think I could play the harp. I don't know if I could, but damn, that look like it can be bad if you're saturated with it, like, because your talent and their talent is never going to compare. You just have what you have, like, and then it's even for myself right now, like, I'm a personal trainer, but everybody and their mama is a personal trainer. What makes me different? Am I, just like the bread in the aisle at the store? Like, it's so many types of bread.
I mean, you got your certification. A lot of niggas don't.
And that's another reason why I decided to get my certification, because everybody else don't have it. They got a BBL, whatever, and they look the part. And they got more following and all this other thing. But if I saturated myself with looking at everybody else, then I would be mentally challenged with what I need to go. You know what I'm saying? So I think it did ruin it in a sense that allowing everyone, even like relationships, you see the girls with the whatever you can see on social media showing everything, so you like it. It makes you feel like your girl is not good enough because these things are in your hand and you can see it and touch it and even DM them and they respond, so you feel like everything is attainable. That's why I feel
today
like
for $100.
Yeah.
Bella, you said something
if you got $100, you know what I'm saying, it's attainable. So that's why
Bella not attainable. I know 30 niggas that don't try to DM her and she ain't reply to not one of them.
Well, I'm just saying you feel that way because now we seeing Bella over at where you was at, Bella, with the real. I forgot the C word.
Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. She's Bella in Colombia.
Right? Don't say the C word because everybody know what that
What's
means.
The C
for
word?
Real. It's a bad word.
Huh?
Coochie?
Yeah, I mean it's worse than that one. There you go. He said it.
I'm sorry, I was talking about the
Bella,
place.
when she said when Tori said something along the lines of like, because I was thinking when Tori was talking like that, that's giving our youth the idea that they can do anything. Anything is possible for them. And you said it might not be a good thing. What did you mean?
No, I didn't say that. I said
Okay.
I said it's not a bad thing.
Okay, got it.
I like when she do the
She
look.
get the gun.
I love when she do the look.
Look, goes like this.
She like,
So what you mean by you
So just going off of what she said, as far as like, you know, just the market being saturated, I think representation is important for the next generation.
Yes, ma'am.
They are seeing people in all walks of life. They are seeing people being estheticians. They are seeing people being millionaires at 20. They are seeing presidents that look like them, vice presidents that are women. They are seeing basketball players and football players and happily married couples. They are seeing healthy relationships. On the flip side, they are seeing unhealthy relationships as well. So, you know, I do feel like it's a pro and a con. I don't feel like it's a bad thing for them to see, like you said, the girl playing the harp and stuff like that. That's life. You gonna try to go be Michael Jordan and find out that you're not him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
and
have
that's
this bump, yeah.
trial and error. That comes with being with life. And I feel like it's okay for you to go out there and bump your head a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And know that you're not that maybe that's not your lane. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the harp ain't you.
Maybe you can play the piano, but maybe you're not Alicia Keys, but maybe you can play the guitar. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you can knit a mean sweater. You know what I'm saying?
Because I definitely thought I was gonna be LeBron James.
But ultimately, I do feel like I just feel like it'd be like a lot of internet bullies. I feel like the social media has given people a false sense of security. Like, who do you think you are?
Like you can't be
You would
touched.
never say that to somebody's face. If you seen this man in the
You would
street,
never say that.
you would
Oh, we
never
just talked
say that
about
to
that.
somebody. But you can hide behind your phone, your computer, your laptop, your iPad, or whatever, and you can say what you want to say about somebody's kids, about somebody's occupation, about somebody getting out here on social media and putting themselves out there, and you criticizing them, but you hide behind your
That's the
phone,
hardest part.
and you ain't even put yourself out there. And I feel like that's what social media has done to people. It's given them a false sense of security instead of empowering you. You know what I'm saying?
Bella
You
be
looking
pulling
and
up on her
seeing-
ops. I can tell. While they on live.
I don't like stuff like that, because I feel like that's what social media is for. You putting yourself out there. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to say everything that comes to your mind.
Yeah.
But that's why people be killing themselves.
You know
that's
what's
another
funny you
thing.
said
It's
that?
just
Because it really is.
I've seen this special. If y'all haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's called Our Social Dilemma, and you seen it? It's one of the. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's one of the most pivotal things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not trying to lie to y'all. If y'all ain't got nothing to do, please go home and go on Netflix.
What
and
it's
put
called?
in Our Social Dilemma. It will change your fucking. It will change the way you think about all of this shit. So when you said killing yourself, they have a graphic of social media and
the
suicide
rate.
rates.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's exactly the same going
Yeah.
on.
To be fair,
And it's shot through the roof.
I can understand it.
What demographic is it affecting the most?
Children between the ages of goddamn 13
It
and
is.
20.
Can I say
because
something?
they're
Go ahead.
consumed with it.
The reason why I could understand that statistic is because when I was going through my shit and everybody was like really on my case on social media, that shit was hard. And anyone like millions of people, I can imagine if the post would have went like viral or some shit, and then like a bunch of people just comment on it, it would have been tough. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was tough just with the San Diego crowd, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can imagine.
Like you said, when you was growing up, you had to deal with the bullies in the classroom. Now you got to deal with the bullies of the world.
And that's
you
what-
can't do nothing to them.
And that's something that I thought about when we brought up this topic.
Amplified opinion.
Amplify. And it's what I call it for real. I have a word for this called mass misinformation.
Yeah.
It's so many people that got an opinion and they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Toy, what you saying?
I was saying when we brought up this topic, I thought about like social media forces people to choose a side.
Yes.
So whatever the story is, just like we just had a whole conversation about Skip, it forced us to choose a side, because once you hit them comments, now you're like, because it's gonna be multiple views in those comments, and you just kind of like, okay, let me choose this side, and then now you felt like everybody chose the side against you.
Yes.
And social media makes that easier.
It caused more divide.
And the same thing. What was the trial? Megan,
Tory
Lanez and
we divided on everything.
God. When it first came out, I know this shit was split. I don't know if it was split. It was heavy.
It was split.
It was split.
It was. I feel like it was a little heavier on one side. Everybody was not believing Megan.
That's true.
No, initially niggas believe in Megan.
Yeah.
Initially they were. I feel like it wavered. It wavered.
Her album sales went up and everything.
So initially it was like, Megan, she lying because they dated. And then it was like, Megan, she not lying because now we got these tapes and Kelsey telling this and saying
To
that.
this day.
And then the trial happened, and then all the misinformation or the thought that it was wrong,
There you
and
go.
then everybody was like, oh, Megan's still lying, and then the verdict. So we was like,
Uh-oh.
And the reason why we were like that is because the access to social media.
Yes.
Had we not had social media, where would we find out about that trial?
Like OJ, we all knew,
Hold on. I was gonna say that fucked up thing.
and it wasn't no social media.
But
I said that.
There's social
But
media.
that's different
That
because
is
that was
different.
murder.
And not even just that.
And that was a big trial.
publicly televised.
Right.
So it didn't matter.
It wasn't
Everybody was
nothing
tuned
else
into that.
That was there. It wasn't else on TV.
Right.
But imagine if it was Twitter by then.
So to
That was capital
my
murder.
point, to my point, we had OJ and it was publicly televised. Like honestly, without social media, would the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case be publicly televised?
It wouldn't have been that big.
No,
No, it would not have
It wouldn't
been
have been that
publicly
big.
televised.
They
Period.
wouldn't have had
would've never,
cameras in the court.
Nah, Michael Jackson shot Megan Thee Stallion.
Boom. Now we talking.
He's a
Come on. Come on. Now we talking.
Hey, he
Why
would've got
don't we just take nothing serious?
If Michael hey, if she would have said Michael Jackson told her to dance, bitch, and shot her, I would have believed it.
Hey, he would've. But y'all hear me though.
Look, y'all not gonna put Mike in jail.
Oh God!
Because you know what we do? We take sides.
Exactly, and that's what I meant.
We
Like,
take sides.
but just so y'all know, Michael Jackson would have got acquitted because he's a smooth criminal. Period.
Oh my God!
You in there. You in shot now. He would have gave you butterflies. He would have gave you butterflies. Go ahead, Sean. Let me get your opinion on this, bro, because I know you about to go the fuck off.
Well, like I said, for me, man, just some of the most successful people don't have social media
That's a fact.
until they get the bag.
Yeah.
We don't deal with these like stuff. This social media shit over here. It's y'all heard the shit about China has a completely different version of TikTok.
100%.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
They don't do that
100%.
shit in other countries, man.
They
we
doing it on
we sit
purpose.
around and they have us divided, arguing about some shit that we don't really give a
It
fuck
don't
about.
matter.
Yep.
We don't care, but it's
That's not
distracting you
important.
from getting that bag.
Yeah,
That's a
in China, they only show on
That's what
TikTok
it is.
people, Chinese kids with businesses,
Yep.
and Chinese kids
To be
graduating, and shit like that. It's no fighting, and
But
none of that shit on there.
as soon as he make that $1 trillion, then he'll jump on Twitter. No problem. I got the bag now. I can get on Twitter.
To be honest, I felt like my TikTok changed when
Okay.
I first got it. To be honest, I was opposed to it because obviously all the sayings,
The
China
algorithm
runs it,
changed.
whatever. Ain't no fucking algorithm. I don't even do nothing on there. But what I'm saying is, I got on there and it was all about entrepreneurs. I was like, yeah, this is very informative. I can really learn some shit here. And then I made a video to move from there to put on Instagram because that's a different, like I said, I use each social media for a different purpose.
Yes.
And then when I go back on TikTok, it's a whole bunch of bullshit and I don't know how to get it back to what I wanted it
My
to
Instagram
use
full of
it
big
for.
booty holes on the For You page.
My God.
Like, I don't know why, because I haven't been searching big booty
You know what's on my For
bitches
You?
in a while.
Sports.
Mine's all
I got big booty bitches, and you can't blame
You know why? I'm gonna
I
tell
don't
you
want
why.
to see it.
Explain
We
the
don't wanna
explain
see
the
it.
You
algorithm.
know why? Because they can hear what you're saying when you
Look.
come in on. Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
My For You page, I'm like, what
They
happened?
can hear what you're
I
saying.
turn mine off.
They can see what you're searching. They can see what when your
So-
phone is off. They can still hear you.
So you say I'm googling big booty bitches.
You might have a
So
platinum
here's the-
subscription. Is what I'm saying.
Here's the real deal.
Yeah.
Share all that information.
No, here's the real deal, right? When you go on
Watch
there,
everything.
it depends on how long you look at a video. You don't have
There you
to
go.
like it. So if you go
watch the
scroll
Social Dilemma.
and then like, oh, it got a song that
Dilemma say everything.
might trick to you, right? You watch it for longer than 3 seconds, they're like, oh, he liked that song.
He's interested
And
in
then he's
I will watch a big booty more than 3 seconds.
exactly. So unless you continue to, so when I realized that my TikTok or my Instagram is not what I want to see, I don't even fucking look at the bullshit. I just keep scrolling until I see something that is like something I want to continue to see and want to see the full duration. So, I mean, you can dive into it. They got YouTube videos on all this stuff, and that's like I said, I'm going into business administration. Like that's like where I want to be. I want to do like focus on marketing and social media and stuff. So I'll be diving into that shit. But yeah, you can change it, but it takes a long time.
Yeah.
So
Your
social-
phone know you better than you know you
Nah,
almost.
fuck that. I don't got the cloud. I don't let them hear shit. Like I be
I got
serious
a
about my
Alexa
shit.
at the
know.
house.
Think that.
They know.
I be trying.
they
I try to
listening.
put the firewalls up, but you know, like now, every time you go to a website, it tells you to accept these cookies.
Yeah,
You don't
man.
even unless you look at the whole list and all their privacy settings. Like,
Do you know
it's
part of
just
that like in
extensive.
that social dilemma thing? It says there's a part of the algorithm, which is crazy, that makes your phone light up for no fucking reason.
No reason.
Just so you can check it.
Yeah,
It don't have no notification, nothing. No,
All
just
about
make your
screen
phone
time.
light the fuck
and I
up
understand it.
because you
You
ain't
know
been
why?
logged on.
Because you're a consumer, and in America, we are the number one consumers in the world. We buy anything. You know what I'm saying? I can say right now, out loud, I need a new watch.
That shit gonna come up.
Oh,
What's gonna happen?
Watches.
I'm gonna get a fucking ad. I'm gonna get an ad for a watch. in about an hour.
Hey,
I promise
that is, and I put it
This
on
is
everything I
true story.
love. It was last Valentine's Day. I said I looked at my phone. I said looking for Valentine's Day gift for my girlfriend. On TikTok, I couldn't get past shit without motherfucking. And I ain't up buying her, so I bought the little
Forever flowers.
no, what it was, baby?
Edible arrangement.
No, it's like it's the plants out there, but it looked like
It was
it's a
what?
plaque
It's a plaque with our picture on it and a song.
and the song like you looking at it on
They
your
said
phone.
no, and you bought it.
Man, I bought it.
See what I'm saying? They gonna come for
And
your
she,
ass,
and she
boy.
loved it.
Yeah, there you go. They know you. They know your pockets. So one thing one thing I don't like about misinformation is the negativity of it.
Yeah.
And this gender war. If you're talking about 2022 and one thing we want to leave behind, me personally, we gotta leave this gender war shit behind. This whole a real man would say this or a real woman would do this, and you know what I'm saying? Women are like this and men are like. Let's stop with the fuck shit, man. I think men need women and women need men. I
Facts.
think we are all in the same. We are on the same side of humanity, dog. Why the fuck is it that we only hold on to so much negativity, dog? Like I was saying something earlier. Somebody posted. Why niggas don't take care of their kids or something like that without blaming the baby. Okay, so Shade Room posted this without blaming the baby mama. Why don't niggas take care of their kids? And in my mind, I was like, why would y'all even say that? You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
almost
to-
like y'all know
to
what's-
bid the war
right?
in the
You know what I'm saying?
comments.
You pouring gasoline on the fire. It's good fathers out here. Why don't you talk about that?
There's some niggas that's not even fathers yet.
But you know why they don't talk about that? Because it won't get that many likes.
I mean, cause that's the driving
won't-
force.
the algorithm
Do
of
y'all
it.
feel like
They need you to stay on your phone as much as you possibly can so you don't do anything else.
so
To me, they use the social media to push that. But the thing about it is, it's for the money.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, if I can keep me against you,
Yeah.
we'll never get together and build one fucking house. I want you in your house. I be in my house. We pay 2 separate taxes, 2 different fucking cars. They keep us all fucking separate.
Facts.
To be honest,
let's all get one
That's what
house,
they
y'all.
trying
hey, so that's how I feel about the Florida man shit. A lot of niggas be like, "Oh, Florida niggas crazy. Florida niggas wild." Florida niggas. The reason why y'all think Florida niggas are wild is because one, the media, and then social media. Anytime something happens in Florida,
Florida
they be
man.
like, "Florida man, Florida man,"
Florida
and
woman.
half the time people don't understand. Just like California, it's a vacation state. Florida is a vacation state. This nigga could be from here. If you do something in Florida crazy, they gonna be like, Florida nigga, Florida man did this. Cause half the shit niggas be saying that, they be like, I'll be talking to somebody, but oh, you from Florida, you know, you no nigga. I don't do bath salt. I don't do a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
It's a stigma.
It's a
When I tell people I'm
stigma.
from St. Louis, they be like, I remember one time I was
Right,
with
dog.
my lieutenants and I'm shooting down course and somebody was like, oh, he's from St. Louis? Did he hold the gun this way?
Oh no, that's racist.
Nah, that's
Like,
racist.
what?
That's fucking
You know what I'm
racist.
saying? Because
fucking
we
racist.
got a
You want to march, nigga? We go get the Panthers. We will march.
shoot me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Hey,
that's
is
kind
that
of
a
what they
thing?
do there.
Let me know.
But I mean, like you said, it's all misinformation, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got 2 degrees, my nigga. I ain't never shot nobody.
But that's the weird thing about
I ain't never shot
social
nobody.
Right,
No,
why
you know what I'm
is
saying?
Like you said, that's the main thing about social media.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Because I mean, y'all remember?
Neither
I
nor
mean,
this.
not to date
don't,
myself.
because I'm saying people don't care if they're infamous or famous.
famous.
They don't care anything for the clout.
Anything.
And that's
That's a
the
fact.
They do
What's
anything.
that old saying?
Future said
It's
they
good
do
publicity,
anything for
and
clout.
that's how
They
people
do
feel.
anything for clout.
They don't care. That's just like what we talked about, the girl who went viral at the, what college was that?
Oh,
And she
for
was
the Florida
naked.
State.
Yeah.
Why would
She
she do
didn't
that?
care, but she didn't care.
Yep, she didn't care.
And you know she didn't care because she was trying to. She's a rapper. When we dug a little deeper, she was a rapper, and she was trying to get that push.
She trying to get niggas to dig a
didn't
little
care
deeper.
if it was good or bad.
Yeah.
She knew she was gonna get backlash. You naked. Like in front of
They
this,
snatched that fucking
in front of
degree.
these
But I'm
people,
still
all
outside.
She was
and
thick
you
as fuck.
naked.
Not the alma mater.
She was.
And they keep trying to, and they keep pushing.
Right.
I got a degree. I got a degree.
Right.
You don't plan to use it?
Right.
She was thick as fuck.
But I'll say this though, because like we was just teasing Drake about that 21 Flex, that Rich Flex song. They got all the memes going around him twerking and all that shit. They interviewed Drake and he was like, I think it's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got me everywhere. I don't care how they got me everywhere. They got me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. I seen the interview with Shannon Sharp. Shout out Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
I seen the interview with Shannon Sharp and Michael Blackston. And Michael Blackston was saying how he didn't have a Bentley. He didn't have real jewelry. He didn't have none of that shit. But he would pose next to nice cars. He would pose with fake clothes and fake designer.
To get out there.
And guess what? People liked it. He just said his algorithms kept growing and growing. He said, I faked it until I made it. And now I can really afford a Bentley. Now I can really afford. You know what I'm saying? That's what social media does for people.
I ain't gonna cut. I used to take pictures next to challenges.
Yeah.
And now you got one.
And now I got one.
September-ish.
Look at God. Look at God.
We can do it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do
We
it.
trying. Me and Bella trying to get G-Wagon.
We getting G-Wagon
Y'all
this
getting
year.
This year, nigga.
matching G-Wagons?
This year.
Not, I don't know about matching.
Aston Martin.
So that's a little gay.
That's dabblerish. I am getting an
dabblerish.
Aston Martin and I'm speaking it.
How much?
Period.
I'm going to pay off my Challenger.
Amen. Amen. Hallelujah.
Save that gas.
You talking about Shayhawk.
Tesla price.
I like
You
that.
can see what you on that. I was
feel me?
trying to.
So 2022. What are we leaving behind? What are we leaving
Baby
behind,
hairs.
guys?
Well, excuse me.
Only because I can't do
Excuse
them.
me?
What you say?
What did you say?
She got like 3 pounds of baby hair on her
That's not
forehead.
baby hair. That's waves.
She said baby hair. Did you say baby hair?
Yeah.
I don't
You don't
never
like
give
baby
up
hair?
baby hair.
I can't do them.
You can't do baby hair?
So
You got baby hair.
you
No,
know,
that's real hair. That shit long.
Now your shit silky as hell. You mix with some Indian. You got some Indian
This
in your
baby
family.
hair is like this long. This baby hair is over here. I can't
she
do it.
mixed with Indian slaves.
Indian
I'm
and
not, but
slave.
I was just saying that because
Indian and slave. It's Indian in the front.
Indigenous slave. That's what she mixed with.
my mom, I'm out
Indigenous slave?
I'm
You're so
actually
ignorant.
Blackfoot and Cherokee.
I knew it.
There it go.
I knew it.
Party in the back. It's business in the front, party in the back over here, baby.
My daddy Cherokee, my mama Blackfoot. But
Nigga hunters.
on that.
Nigga hunters.
My mama,
Amen.
my mama named Tyra.
Your mama named Tyra.
My mama named
She
Tyra
is.
was
Shout out
an
to
Indian
Tyra.
name. Nickname TP.
Okay.
My granddaddy named Jesse.
What
No,
the
like,
shut
the
I love to make their name. Another. I just posted on. I said, man, y'all gotta be more transparent, man. My nigga just posted, man, RIP to B Dub, and that nigga was talking about. He was talking about Barbara Walters. RIP to B Dub. I was like, damn, one of the homies died. He's like, no, nigga,
Hey,
Barbara
that nigga
Walters.
from David Buster's died though. The
Oh,
homie.
he did. He murdered. He
saw
killed
that.
himself. Why all these CEOs killing themselves?
I
They
feel like
can't take the
some shit
surmounting
going
pressure.
on. Yeah,
That's a
some
lot.
shit going on.
Rich, hey, that go to show. Money don't make you happy. God
No,
damn.
It's gonna make me happy.
It's not even that.
No.
It's
Say
not
that
the
till you
hold
get
on. It's not the money. That man owns a business. If y'all ain't never, if
Been a
y'all don't have a
business
business mind
Yeah.
and own a business and run that shit hard because it's all you. At the
Facts.
end of the day,
That bitch
shit
is going
is
to the ground
all
before I
you.
kill myself.
Before I kill myself.
Well, you
That's a
ain't
fact.
gonna
All
sell
that
it.
fast will
I
close
will
down.
sell it to a nigga named Jerome.
No,
run the
but
shit
then
out of
again, so I don't know, man.
You got it. Wrong, you
Maybe
got it.
I got a different mind.
But
Like,
see-
if you own a business,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
and then you see it falling or whatever, and you know you have a life insurance policy.
Yeah.
David Buster ain't falling.
But no, it don't matter what he had going on specifically. But I'm talking about like in a business mind, like damn
Yeah.
man, this shit could possibly go to the ground. This pressure is too much for me. But if I, whatever, I got this life insurance policy. This can recover it.
No, I don't even think
know
it's
some
that.
last draw type shit.
It's like the stock market crash.
They
When
thought
all
it
them
was
people
the
was
end.
killing themselves
Facts.
because they had all that money that was
Look at that gun.
that was lost in the stock market. But I feel like with situations like that, when you get to a certain level, you have all this stuff in your life that you're taking care of. You the owner of Dave and Buster's, so I know you know what I'm saying? You have a lavish lifestyle. You might have a wife, you might have kids that you take
You might
care
have a side
of. You
bitch.
might have family members that you take care of. And at a certain point, if you see, we don't know what's going on in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
Behind closed doors. We don't know if next year, at the end of this year, it might be bankrupt. We don't know. It might come out
He can
soon.
foresee
You know what I'm
it.
saying? But ultimately, you know, he might know.
Yeah.
Or he might know that they not in the black, you know what I'm saying? They in the red right now, and they trying to make ends meet, and sometimes people do just off themselves because it's like they've gotten so high to a point where they feel like there's no coming back from this. I don't know what to do from here.
I don't be so famous that bitches pass out when they see me.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like,
people be so consumed with the money instead of just saying, "Listen,
they ain't never been broke before."
Yeah, I don't want. They don't want to go back.
Yeah. Nah.
It's like I can't go back. So
I ain't gonna cap. I don't want to go back.
On some real shit.
But I'm not killing myself.
Me either.
I don't care. I'll go back to being broke before I'm.
I'll rob niggas before I go back being broke. Y'all see Joe ass drinking niggas.
When you think about if say on that premise,
Yeah.
what you been doing with the profit? Bro, what you been doing with the profit?
Taking care of everybody.
Cause they bust at least got $1,000
That
out of
makes
me.
you think about like people living beyond their means. But like, there's a lot of rich people out here that's broke as shit.
Yeah,
With
that's
credit.
what it is right there.
There's a lot of people out here
It's
broke.
for show.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
be living their life for show. You trying to keep up with the Joneses. You want to keep up with the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? You trying to live your life beyond what you can live your life.
That's my cousin.
And that's not where you at. And then you have to keep up this facade for the people that you taking care of, or the people that you around, or the country clubs that you a part of. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to keep this facade up.
My cousin used to tell people that she lived on a house next to a lake. Not telling people really it's an apartment and it's a retention pond in the middle of
Well,
my God.
well, what I'm gonna say is,
Well,
like, have
advertising.
y'all ever like strived for something and then got there?
Yeah.
Personally, you know, I've been in the military for 16 years, right?
Damn.
And that's fine.
Don't say it like that.
I'm a retiring 192 weeks. But anyway, so
3.5 years.
so I've been in the military for so long, and I wanted to become the level of a chief, right?
Yeah.
And everybody who comes in, they see a chief and think that's where we need to go, right? You know, I know everybody who can attest to that. If you
Once
come
you there,
in and
you
you want to
set,
stay,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I got to that point, and it was like, honestly, after that, it was a plateau. Because now, what the fuck am I doing?
I always say
you're in charge.
It's a plateau because I didn't have that grind. So the reason why I stayed in was, I need to get there. I can make it. I can make it. Like this, the finish line type of thing.
Yeah.
But in fact, I'm at 16. I still got 192 weeks left. Now what?
I just seen the video like that.
It comes from like feeling like, damn, this is something I worked so hard for. Kind of like the business owner, whatever.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a franchise owner, have 50, whatever his quota was. I want to have 50 locations across country. And he got 50 locations. Now he's there and he's sitting there like, damn.
So now you a chief. If you
Now
became
what?
a seaman recruit tomorrow, you gonna kill yourself?
I probably kill myself. If y'all just saw my face, I was playing.
I just seen the video
But
of
I'm
this-
just saying, like, once you get to the point of where you have been trying to reach for it, if you don't find it in yourself to find the next goal,
Yeah.
I think as a species, as a human,
If I was, I would've
we
bought
always
Chuck E.
need to
Cheese.
We always need to be striving for something. And if you feel stagnant at any point, it makes you very vulnerable. Like, even when we talk about all our goals and what we got going for 2023,
Right.
like, we all want to move forward. And once we become stagnant, it makes us vulnerable to feeling insufficient,
Yeah.
feeling, less than, and all of these other things. So we always have to at least have people in our lives to encourage us to do the next thing, like somebody encouraging you, get in the studio. Because once you don't do that and nobody's encouraging you to get in the studio, what the fuck am I doing?
But that's why I seen this. That's why I feel like it's important for us to understand that this self-love movement that's going on right now is you don't get caught up in the self-love portion of it as much as it is just the love portion of it, because people get into self-love and then they're like self-this, self-that, self-preservation,
Selfish.
and it becomes selfish, and you forget that it's people out here that love you, and you should be probably trying to love them back, because at the end of the day, what is the use of having a big ass house and nobody in it? What is the use of having all this money and nobody to share with? What's the use of having this lavish lifestyle and don't nobody fuck with you, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You can lead yourself down the roads of misery before you know it. I seen a video of this guy, I call him gas station superstars, and he came up to a car and he basically was saying, like, everybody trying to get somewhere, and when they get there, they're gonna be sorry.
Because where you going next?
Where you going now? Because it's the journey that you remember. It's the journey that you kind of cherish, bro. And it's like, when he said that shit, I was like, damn, that's some old school knowledge for your ass, boy. Because like you said, I've had goals in life that I achieved and was like, damn, Now I'm sitting here looking like Will Smith on the last episode of fucking Fresh
Not
Prince
the
of Bel-Air.
That's how I feel about
You know
being
what
in a
I'm saying,
movie.
though? Yeah.
Because like my whole like I started out doing like stage plays
Yeah.
as a child in church, and like my ultimate goal was to be in the movies. I always dreamt of like my friends and family going to a movie theater and watching me on the screen, and then like you get the opportunity to do it. I'm like, shit, what I do now?
What do I do now?
You know what I'm saying? I gotta win an Oscar now. I'm like, that's
I'm trying
I just
to
always
be
feel
at
like it's,
part two.
it's always somewhere to go, man. Like for me, it's just like I just, like say military.
That
I want to
grind.
get to the top. Say you get into, you got E9, you got officers, you got warrants, you got all that stuff.
Yeah.
Get to E9, I'm like, let me see what this
What's that?
shit talking
See what
about.
officers
There's
is.
always something else. And then I always
Definitely
look at
gotta
stuff
stay
like,
hungry.
I've had a car repossessed. You feel what I'm saying? You get that car, you the chief, they go, you're like, yeah, hell yeah. But that was just my mentality. I'm just like, but damn, but once it get repossessed, I'm like, damn, I ain't got no car payment no more. Yes, sir, let's go. Let's
you
go
move
get it.
to the next.
I ain't got no car payment no more.
Yeah.
Like, because somebody got it worse.
Yes.
I had a car. I had, just like, you know how they say it's better to have loved and lost than I loved it all. Same type of stuff. I'm like, damn, at least I loved it.
did it.
At least I did it.
I did it.
If I lost it, I'm like, well, shit, that's once again, like you talk about the journey. I'm looking forward to this new journey.
Yeah.
Like Mark Cuban even said, he's like, if he was lost all his money, people like that get it back.
They get
like,
it back.
I just
Because
go
they
right, I
still
go right
have
back
that
into it,
grind.
bro.
That's why it's
They
important
still
for you
got
to
the
have
grind.
your mind right first before you try to go doing all this shit. I want to do this. I want to do that. You get it. You don't even know how to handle it. It's too much for you. You know what I'm saying? Your popularity too big. You got guys like Andre 3000. Andre 3000 tell you in a minute, I don't even want this attention. Bro, you one of
I
the
like
greatest
him.
rappers of all time. Boy, you been rapping since you was 18. You've been famous your whole life, my nigga. You had a song that was #1 for like 12 weeks straight. You feel me? With Hey Y'all, like worldwide, not in America, worldwide. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was good.
That was kind of one of the
He
things I
don't
had to
even
tell.
want the attention. Who?
Andre 3000.
That's one of the things that I was telling my son. Like when she talked with the social media thing.
Yeah.
Like I asked my
Oh,
son,
your famous one.
what dream
No, he famous.
are you?
That boy
Why
famous.
is it that you want to do something? Like, is it because of the social media? Like, there's a lot of people out here trying to live somebody else's dream. There are kids and adults out here that be like, "Oh, I
That
want to do
talent,
this,"
that talent.
but they really don't want to do it because they saw the results of somebody else's hard work. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's what I want to do."
Right.
But that ain't really what you want to do.
Nah.
And that's why you got some adults, like I said, that off themselves, delete themselves because of the fact that they're 40 years old, they're 45 years old, and then they see this fucking 18-year-old kid that's got $1 million goddamn
Hasn't
dollars,
lived in no
and be like,
purpose.
if he got it at 18, what the hell I've been doing? Then they off
Right.
themselves.
Oh,
That's that social media shit.
Like, it's
Yeah.
never too late, bro. Keep going.
I really feel like, what do y'all feel like when I think about society today? I feel like it's full of people who either want to self-preserve or self-gratify. Like, meaning like they want to do everything for themselves, meaning like that gratifies them. And then once whatever happens, and and it goes to shit, they go into self-preservation mode. And I feel like like we talked about in previous episodes where, saying tradition is lost, or common courtesies and all these other things are lost because everybody is in it for themselves.
Facts.
I just wanted to hear like y'all's take on that because I really feel like social media played a part in this, and of course, just like not Shannon, but Skip. He said what he said, right? And then I feel like he immediately went into self-preservation mode,
Right.
and said, that's not the dialect, or that's not the,
What I meant.
that's
Yeah.
not what I meant.
Like, I
and
fucked
I won't
up.
take it down because of the reasoning you said. I'm not taking it down because
It's an admission of guilt.
that means that I'm guilty, so I'm not going to take it down, but that's not what I said. But in fact, with the, like I said, how and the but and which, and all those little words or whatever that he said, in fact, he said what he said.
The thing that got me is the quote that really like influenced me coming up was, "You can't receive shit if your hand closed." Like, I can't wait to give my shit away. Like, I love helping people, being generous and all that stuff. That's how I am, because if you always holding on to whatever the fuck you got, you can't open your hand to fucking receive it. So let this shit go. And any of these rich people would tell you, Bill Gates, it don't matter. These richest people would tell you the
why they let
most
their
you'll
wives
make
go.
more money if you give it away. It's so much more shit that comes in. Some people call it karma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff like that. I love giving shit away. Like the self-preservation shit.
I like
is
to
just
help
like,
people
Yeah.
too. I'm never like a gatekeeper to anything. Like, if I know some shit, I'm gonna tell you straight up like how to do it or anything. A lot of people come to me like, I had people come to me like, I'm thinking about being a comedian.
How do I do
regardless if I may think you talented or not, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did and what process I went through to get to where I'm at. Cause you can't just be a comedian like a lot of people think you can.
Right.
To me, I consider myself being like a professional comedian until I start being in showcases.
Okay.
A lot different than an open mic, like you just said.
Facts.
It's
Yeah,
a showcase. So like a lot of people like come up to me, especially if they trying to get into it, it'd be like, you know, how did you get to the point that you're on a showcase? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers think it's instant because social media make you think it's instant.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and social media make you think doing stand-up comedy is easy. It's easy to do a 30-second video that you had chances to edit versus I get on stage.
Live comedy.
Especially because I'm not that famous. I'm popular. I consider myself popular. I don't consider myself famous. And so to me, it's going to be some people in the crowd that ain't never seen me a day before in their life. And I got to make you laugh. And that's to me, and that's like really the hardest thing to do versus on social media. It's just like, I got time to edit. I got time, because there's been times where a joke don't hit.
Yeah.
There's been a time 3 jokes ain't hit. What you gonna do?
You got to keep rolling.
You got to keep rolling.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Or, to be honest, I opened up for Michael Blackson one time when he was in Jacksonville, and I asked him. I said, like I was saying, what advice would you give to a young comic? And he was like, the best best advice I could give you is the best thing a comedian could say is, that's my time. If it ain't, he said, if it ain't hitting, hey y'all, that's my time.
Keep bombing.
When you at your high,
it's
your high and they just them jokes hitting. All right, y'all, that's my time. Cause you only remember by the last 3 jokes you said.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what and I always think that. You notice when we was doing the comedy show, and I was at a point where the show was at the highest. I was like, all right, y'all, that's my time. Cause I'm gonna leave you with, damn, that nigga had me rolling.
Yeah.
Because if you be killing them for an hour, and you tell one joke that was stale, they're gonna remember that last joke if it's stale.
Hey, real quick though, the comedy show is gonna be January 7th. Shout out to the Intercut Live comedy show. We got another comedy show coming up January 20th on a Friday night, man. Everybody make sure y'all up in this thing. We're gonna have some of the funniest comedians locally right here. Live and in effect. The last show was hilarious, man. The last show was, we had food trucks, we had drinks, we got the hookah man in the building. Shout out to Tay. Shout out to the Dream Team. Shout out to the Stream Team. Shout out to Dream Radio. Shout out to High Angle. Shout out to the Red Cup Gang. Everybody gonna be in the building that night, man. So it's gonna be a whole vibe, man. Joey performing. And am I hosting that?
You know you hosting, nigga. I've been doing stand-up comedy since my first time on stage was 2010.
Yeah.
You have gave me the best introduction that I ever had.
Who else? The dude told me that too. He was like, "You sure you ain't never did this?" I was like, "I ain't never did this,
bro." That was the best introduction. You even got like, I like how you incorporated where I'm from. Got niggas like the biggest. What made me happy about the video when I watched it was he from Duval County, Florida, and everybody was like, Duval.
That was hard.
That shit made me so happy, bro. And like, I was like, damn, nigga, I done been in Jacksonville, and niggas ain't even. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like, damn, that really put it on, and I appreciate it. That's why I was like, nigga, you gonna do it again? When we do it again, you gonna do it again?
I don't mind it. So y'all make sure y'all looking out for that January the 20th.
January 20th.
Time set?
We're gonna do it again at probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Make sure y'all get in here early, man. We're gonna have some drinks in the building, man. Next time we had edibles, we doing edibles again.
Ice the Queen.
That was hilarious. Ice the Queen, man. She in the building too. So real quick,
if my baby want to.
When we get out of here, man, I want to ask y'all a question. We go around the room with this question. Before we get out of here, I want y'all to finish this quote. One thing about black folks is
they gonna steal something if they get kicked out.
Wait a minute.
Hey, niggas gonna steal something.
Out of everything?
Think about it.
I'm from around.
Think about it.
I'm leaving here with something.
Imagine if Barack Obama got impeached. Nigga would have stole something right now. So I'm gonna steal
He's
something.
taking the pictures of the wall. Him and Michelle.
Imagine if you in a restaurant and they tell you to get out.
Oh yeah.
You gonna take them plates.
If the forks are nice.
Oh, the forks move.
If the towel's nice in the hotel.
Now you know when you get your to-go box, you taking that dip tray.
Hey, listen.
The wrench that's in the whole you supposed to get out back.
Let me get all that.
Now you got some measuring shit. Bella, one thing about black folks is
They gonna give you unsolicited advice about your children.
Oh my God!
You know the boy got Down syndrome.
My word.
That's her that told him.
Bella, why
Go
the boy
ahead
won't
now.
act right?
Just anything, even your baby. Why that baby ain't got no hat on? You know, you should cut her fingernails.
And Bella ain't even got no kids.
I don't.
Why she be knowing?
That's why it's one thing with my black folks.
Bella,
kids.
I have to know. Are you the one to give the
unsolicited advice?
Absolutely not.
At times.
You lie.
I swear to God, I'm
That
not.
boy crazy as hell. That's why.
I'm probably the one to be like, mind your business.
Exactly. You just say it amongst yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell, like, hey,
Keep
get that
it
big ass baby out that stroller.
Get that big ass baby out there.
Get that baby big ass baby out that stroller.
And not behind your back.
Right.
Hey, one thing about black people, they will chastise other people's kids.
Oh God, cause look, why she still talk like that? That baby ain't. Why she don't talk good?
Have you ever been somewhere and somebody else's child is acting like you? You don't necessarily say that, but you'll get a message.
I actually have done that. I chastise other people's kids. They being back.
That's the word right there.
In a minute.
They standing
She
on
got the mama look all
Turn your little ass right.
You gotta tell him. I'm gonna tell your mama.
No, I ain't gonna say that. Cause kids,
They know.
kids don't want to act like if they see you looking, they gonna stop. So if you be like, they'll be like,
I'll deal with this little kid, bro. Hey, Ball.
I feel like Roscoe.
Hey, Ball. I'll deal with this little kid one time, man. He was just like an asshole. Mm-hmm.
They make those now.
I was like, look, now if I make you cry, you ain't gonna like me.
Right.
Well, leave him alone.
You ever seen that movie Due Date? When he punched that boy in his goddamn neck. You watch it if you ain't seen it. Robert Downey Jr. slapped the fuck out that baby, man.
Cause some kids, man, they be. Man, I be like, some kid. I remember one time I was talking to this girl. He made me break up with his mama. She don't know. She don't know. That's the reason why. To this day, she don't know why. So
Can't do bad.
She had kids, and they were like probably like 7, 8 years old because she had 2. And I was like trying to accept the fact that I might be a stepdad. You know what I'm saying? Me and her had been like talking heavy. She was like, "Can you pop fireworks on?" It was July 4th.
Yeah.
She's like, "Can you go pop the fireworks on while I cook?" I got you, babe. I got you. I go out there. I'm from the South, so I like to say "son" when people are younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like little boys are younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Come on, son." And he said, "Nigga, you ain't my daddy."
Damn.
He said the N-word.
Yeah.
Bitch ass nigga.
And I ain't seen that little nigga since. And guess what? He still ain't got no goddamn daddy. Bitch ass nigga. That's what you get. Fuck him.
That's what you get.
Fuck him.
And that's what
Fuck
you get.
him.
We used to do
Wherever you at right now.
We used to chastise as a family. Like you see kids and stuff, and you know, I used to get little compliments. My kids, I whoop ass.
Well behaved. Oh yeah.
That's how that
well
goes.
behaved.
So when you go out to
When they go
restaurants,
out, they good.
No, we see another family and the kids running around. I said, kids, what the fuck happened if y'all do that? We get a spanking, and I mean, and all the other family here like, what the? My kids don't run around like that.
yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's something that white kids get to do that we don't get to do?
Everything.
Slam the door in the goddamn house.
Mine's
Because
was-
their parents.
Close the door.
Thank you.
Don't
Get out my head.
Do what?
Close the
Close the
door.
door.
You can't. Yeah,
Ain't no
you
closing
couldn't
slamming
either.
doors in the
Your mama
house?
say you in your mama room, right?
You don't pay
And
no
she
bills.
chastising you.
I'm not gonna
And you
lie.
go, you leave, and you go and close your door.
Hold on, though. Like,
No, you don't do
You ain't
that.
gotta slam them.
sometimes
You did that
You got
You're not closing doors in my house.
I take it off the hinges.
when y'all start talking about family, hold
My
on.
daddy took the doorknob
That's
off
what
that
I'm about to
door.
say. Hold on, when y'all start talking about family, I kind of like feel like I can't say everything that happened to me as a child.
So we might have to call the police.
Oh my God.
My mama said it's a statute of limitations, but anyway, like when
So
shit
we out here
like
snitching.
Dry snitching.
Go ahead, Gunna.
Real smoke.
Came up in there.
no, like y'all talking about the doors off the hinges. My mom, in fact, take them shits off.
Oh, I've done
We
it.
didn't have no doors for a while.
Take the screws off.
I remember one time I told my granddaddy
That was
that
kind of fucked
I
up,
like,
though,
I
in my
like,
opinion.
I like, Daddy,
Cause what you
I
in the
want to
jack-
kill myself. This nigga tried to put a pillow
That's an
on my leg.
extra.
I told him, I didn't really want to. I just trying to get a reaction out of him. I said, I'm gonna kill myself. He said, this nigga said, oh, you want to die, huh? You want to die? And grabbed the pillow and held it on my face. And since then, I ain't thought. I lied. I did think about it.
Why you told
Not
him?
like that, though.
Not like that.
Not like
I don't want your big ass on me. I'm gonna like jump off something.
He traumatized this
Hey,
nigga
your
from
parents over
suicide. He
there- no,
saved
for
your
real.
life, nigga.
So my siblings used to they used to run away.
Oh wow.
They,
To the end of the block and shit.
I don't fucking know where they went in the shed.
Me and Batman are out.
Look, they used to run away the shed in the back, and then my mama say, "I don't give a shit where they at. You better not give them no damn clothes.
Don't feed them.
Hey, black kids,
don't feed them.
Hey, tell me, when you was a kid, there's always been one black kid that ran away, and that shit used to be
I got a cousin
wild
like that.
to me.
I got a cousin like that.
I had a neighbor.
17 runaways.
I had a neighbor. This nigga ran away. I used to be a kid that was always on punishment. I never had my game. Never got to have my little game.
Yeah.
It's the one time in life I got my game. I am not in trouble. I'm doing good in school.
Here we go.
Ain't nothing going on.
Now you can't get
The nigga run away. I'm playing the game. I'm from Florida. We used to keep the window open, let a little breeze come in.
Yeah.
I'm playing the game. I hear psst, psst. That nigga said, I'm playing Madden. Nigga said, I said, Daddy, that boy from outside. That boy.
He trying to get in.
He trying to get in. Boy, what the fuck is up with me? I used to be the only kid on punishment during hurricanes. We ain't got no power.
Facts.
It's flooded. Why am I the only one that can't go outside and play?
Ew.
Because I'm on punishment.
That's nasty. But what I was
playing
saying
Ouija
was,
board.
I tried to run away. My siblings ran away. And my mom yoked me back in the house. You can't go nowhere.
Not you.
Why I can't run away?
You in the survival, Tori. We know you ain't finna survive out there.
No, and the reason why I ran away because I'm a workaholic. If y'all didn't know that I am.
We know.
You a chief.
My mom said I didn't get good grades. Anything below a C wasn't good enough.
Oh, yeah, I would have ran.
That's-
I would have ran away
It's
too.
called failing.
That's D is for
I know.
dumb.
A D is for dummies.
And that's why I would have ran away.
F is for don't
So
fucking
I got a
care.
C. A C plus. Yeah, C plus.
The C is for come on now.
So she
If you
said,
can get a C, you can get a
and
B.
I had a job. I worked at Six Flags, you know what I'm saying, Kentucky Kingdom.
Okay.
And she said, oh, you gonna quit that damn job? Oh, you gonna quit the job? Bitch, I'm leaving. I have my work uniform on and shit.
You had to disband me.
work
Come on, I don't give a fuck
And
what
she-
grade I had. I wasn't allowed to quit my
No.
job.
And she, but I, at the time, you know, my mom is, I told you guys how she did the credit and everything. So everything I got from my job was for myself.
Okay.
But anyway, as I tried to go out the door, no bullshit, she pulled me back inside. Said, you ain't going no damn where.
So Tori, in
Yeah,
your opinion,
kidnapped.
one
One
thing
thing
about black folks is blank. Relax.
One thing about black folk is we gonna laugh at some inappropriate shit.
I like that. Cause at a funeral, what?
We don't take nothing serious. We don't take nothing
And that's all
serious.
trauma. It's trauma.
We'd go crazy if we did.
That's a fact.
We gonna laugh at some
The thing is, the reason why we do that
I like
is
that, Tori. That was a
because
good one.
black people since slavery, bro, we have learned to equate
To cope.
trauma
Yeah.
with humor. All you can do is laugh at this shit.
Man, what?
Because I done definitely, I done been at a couple funerals. I was just at a funeral. We
Laugh at
buried.
my
Giggle
shit.
big.
Yeah.
Oh
Laugh at my
buried-
shit. I'm giving you permission now.
Yeah, you can laugh at my
Laugh
shit.
at my shit.
Y'all remember that ball couldn't remember this password on
They got that
Facebook.
funny joke about the family member
Yeah.
at most funerals.
I tell it every funeral I got one. I keep one in the bag because they make
I
me
know
sing
you
at all the
ain't.
funerals. So when I get up there, I kind of let the audience know, we had some fun times now. Don't be in here crying all day. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was cool, man. Y'all better leave here.
I
like
just
they
want
did.
you to go up to the podium and say,
Shit.
in the words of my nigga Joey,
In the words of my nigga Joy.
ugly ass
Hold on,
niggas.
I'm gonna say this. Father, forgive me. You hoes still don't know your daddy.
And niggas will die. And niggas will die.
Two taps on the casket, Joy gonna be like, hell no. Hey, I'm gonna ask you, bro. Me? One thing about black folks is blank.
One thing about black folks is we can electric slide to any goddamn
That's
song.
a
Damn
fact.
near.
We gonna dance to anything.
We can dance to
Want some Bobby
anything, man.
Smurder?
Yeah.
I can Bobby Smurder to anything.
Hey.
I can Bobby Smurder to anything.
One thing about black people, they will cancel.
Yeah.
One thing about black folks,
Uh-huh.
Joey. One thing
This
about
nigga high as
black
hell.
folks is what?
One thing about black people is we will.
what?
Let me tell you, nigga. One thing about black people is
We gonna laugh at cracking.
we will cancel the artist,
Yeah.
but we will never cancel their music.
There you go. There you go.
Robert Kelly molested 39,000 women.
And you still niggas know ignition
And I'm
remix.
still stepped in the name of love.
Hey, but that was
Stepped in- but hey, but fuck Robert. But R.
Robert.
Kelly,
Motherfucker Robert.
we don't fuck Robert.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, real quick, shout out again to all our sponsors, man. We love y'all, man. Wherever y'all at, wherever y'all watching, man, y'all know what it is. Man, shout out to the High Angle, shout out to the Dream Radio, shout out to the Red Cup Gang in the building,
Yeah.
man. Hey. And sip. Shout out to In the Cut Live, In the Cut. And her ex Cash, man, we outside. I'm gonna say this and we gonna get out of here. One thing about black folk is we can make the best out of anything, man.
That part.
You can cut the lights off in this bitch. We gonna play Twister.
No,
The best
DJ.
place.
Oh,
About black folks is we're the
yeah.
best in general.
We are the great
Period.
at
Best in everything that we do.
everything that we do. We make the best of any situation.
The
You ain't
DJ
never,
cut off
you ain't
no
never seen some
music.
niggas get broke and start jumping out of windows. You know what I'm saying? We
What?
figure it out. Cause
Make it happen,
you know
man.
that when the white folks went broke, Great Depression happened. They was jumping out of windows.
Niggas didn't even know it was a Great
We
Depression.
didn't know. When the recession happened, what
I've been
happened?
grinding all my life.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Grinding on my
We
life.
just got out of a recession apparently, and I didn't feel it because I ain't had that much money.
Facts. I'm pulling them to the VIP
Hey, we
gas
gonna
tank
grind.
on E. Write me down.
Hey.
With that being said, it's been Intercut Live, man. Season 3, we about this thing, man, with the 2023
No.
Wake Up, man. Shout out to the squad, everybody here. We out, man.
If y'all like this shit,
And I got something to say.
Here we go.
Those who seek God in the 11th hour
yes.
Go ahead and cut them.
typically die at 10:30.
Hallelujah.
But no,
And you
don't wait
hoes
too
still don't
long.
know your daddy.
But no, if y'all like this episode, y'all need to go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of those sites.
And my
Check the
Pornhub,
link
Sweet
out.
Dickums.
Bro, I'm trying to make those up.
Oh, my bad.
Please don't goof
Lord have
ass. Don't follow him. Follow Incut Live every Thursday, 7 p.m. PST. Fuck you talking about?
Sweet Dickums is in the link tree.
Sweet Dickums.
We out of here.
Sweet
My
Dickums.
nerves.
Sweet Dickums in the link tree.
Hey.